versus Sentinels for a spot in the lower bracket finals. Guys, take it away.
All right, Vicky, from MRC dream to the reality that is getting third place in this preseason. Such a cool story for YWL. And the way Sentinels got here from the bottom to the top, both are stories that won't both find happy endings, but we're going to find one today. It's going to be Elsa for the ban up top. Going to shut down Usher and what they've done.
You will be rusty AF after this tournament ends.
Gambit going to be matching on the other side, which I think is an interesting ban against this team,
rusty?
if I'm being honest.
Nah.
With the save as well, so the adjustments have to be made. J3 wants his pick saved as the devil. Going to be theirs.
That's so funny here. It's so Sentinels too, right? Because they know that they can flex over. I mean, when it comes to Sentinels, I always think about the triple strategist that we always see rolled up for this team. With the Mantis ban following right afterwards, after maybe expecting that Elsa to protect, but it's going to be the Daredevil that is prioritized for J3.
What's up, Bubba?
We've seen J3 pop off before when it comes to getting enabled with this Daredevil. You do not want to have that damage boost available, as well as the fact that maybe potentially having an Elsa escape through.
Hey. Don't turn off my...
Right, for the next ban here, yeah, I would think Mantis has to be it. It's going to be just that.
Belligerent.
The late
Elsa
5
months,
ban as well. Zaytex is punching drywall, but still going to be fine as they've got plenty of great play and plenty of options mechanically. The save here, a lot of... It's been Hulk. It's been things to help out Xantho in the strat line. Obviously, Zaytex is who they like to protect a lot.
Oh, it's been
like
fun,
Phoenix
Cole, bro.
whatnot,
It's been
that's
cool.
not
It's
there.
been
They're
fun,
gonna
but
go
I might.
Vanguard, which I
We'll
like.
see. We'll see if I
Mask
take a
has
day
been
off.
Thor. Cart's been on
Remind
the
me to
Venom
set
and
up
the
a kiddie
Hulk.
bowl for the finals tomorrow.
But
What are you gonna
J3
do?
when needing
What's
to
a
flex
kiddie
can go
bowl?
that Vanguard Deadpool, as we know so well.
But it's a lot of utility in terms of like the protect phase being implemented for J3 to pop off. So they're hovering over the Doctor Strange. This would be crazy here because we know how important the Strange portal is. Okay, they go over to the Jeff. I would have laughed so hard if we would have seen the Doctor Strange.
Amori
because
is
you know what?
a streamer
the pick
for
and ban phase
Sentinels,
is also
not
where the
a-
mind
not a
games
player
start,
anymore.
Cozy, and that could have procced a Doctor Strange protect coming out of the gates for our next map.
You would have seen that in spawn room surrender, and you know, oh man, how many times you been there in the ranked games? Like, we can win this. The Strange is banned. Jeff getting banned as well, I think is a good approach for them the way they play Jeff, and they're going to go with the save on the tank pool themselves. I think that was going to be, yeah, we lost his ban too. So when they take that away, you're going to see them take a second out to get this ban out because I think that is what they wanted to go with. Now having to adjust and looking at what they have their options on, I think they go another strat here, especially with the way that it's leaning. Oh, the Crimzo thing. Okay, so they Crimzo and what he can adjust to, Vic. I think the thing is a great get rid of, especially with the way J3 plays.
Yeah, I agree because that's going to be a really good answer to deal with the harassment that J3 is going to try to implement into the backline
Okay,
of
let's get this.
Sentinels. Korva also having that flexibility, and surely we're not going to be seeing this. But anyways, don't get me excited. But Raimazing is going to have his Ultron after he was able to protect it, maybe flex over to it, because over on Krakoa, Cozy, there's a lot of verticality that you could play around.
Let me
a lot
make
of
sure my
space as
stream
well.
tomorrow.
And every time I see Raimazing hovering over the Iron Man, I just think about the time when we were in Atlanta and Raimazing was kicking it back with Korova saying, man, I just want them to let me play Iron Man. I want it so bad. They never let me unless they put their trust in me.
16 hours,
and sometimes
chat,
it does work.
and we're
We've even asked
starting
that
the
question
last
over
match
in
of
some
the
interviews.
day.
Yeah, I mean, the maximum pulse was how they even, you know, punched their ticket in there at one point. So it's cool to see the flexible play. Oh, don't get baited. Don't the gold. I mean, can we imagine? Can we? Will we
The casters take turns. Every 2 games the casters switch, so they're not casting for 16 hours.
Not my own games, but either way, it's going to be a little bit of fun here to open things up after the serious match of the 1 seeds. Gates are open. Krakoa's waiting.
Yeah.
Cerebro beckoning to be called for the taking.
Oh.
Time to make our way to the Hellfire Gala. Maybe lost my
5 million with 353 people on Sentinels for 58%. YWL 3.7 million, 258 people for 42%.
Really important to see how Dogman plays here too. You see the Daredevil coming out from J3. Mask this time not on the Thor as Zaytex gets that.
I feel bad for both of these teams trying to play at 1
Zaytex
a.m.
just
though.
wrapping around Sentinels like making a YWL sandwich, already proccing that armor over from Crimzo before he tries to dash away after losing out on that one member. Though they do not want to stagger it. It's just going to be.
I think Sentinels is going to win this though.
We lost.
I think YWL is a good team, but and J3 is like popping off. As everyone's on that team is popping off. Cards popping off too.
To counter. This is just gonna be so much pressure. We always say this team is gonna cause chaos, but you have to be able to keep calm and patient during all of it. That's what the
YWL is actually taking the first point, chat.
I'm already a fan of right now is the for Vanguard, getting that quick pick on Korova.
Korova was caught out of position too when they were feeling a lot of that pressure. You get the banhammer immediately, and Mats is going to be able to dip and dodge away, as Rymazing also was able to find Jitward in the process. The charm is going to come in clutch as Rymazing made that quick swap. Another banhammer from the other side before trying to dive away and trying to prevent the back cap here from the Venom.
He's got his upgrade book out, and he's in the face of the Venom, like absolute chaos over there. But either way, Dogman going to get the pick there and get some nice trades. 50% already to, yeah, we lost.
No.
Without pauses, but
No.
we're going to go ahead and let things get adjusted here. You said Iron Man at the beginning. Jarvis.
It might be uploaded if it's a good game. If it's not a good game, I don't think my editors are uploading it.
As fast as possible. Vicky, already though impressed with the opening from We Lost.
Yo, Solo Stack. Appreciate the massive raid, my friend. I hope you had a great stream.
They do like to play fast, quick, make people uncomfortable.
Appreciate it.
I was wondering. I was like, hey, I like looking at Venom as much as the next game, but I think that this is already catering to this play style that they like, and just getting the Daredevil through with the thing.
Bro, it's almost 1 a.m., man. Listen, these guys can't have a pause.
Line a little bit too, because you were able to put in the banhammer onto Korova. You get that pick, also kind of delays the inevitable. But in that last previous fight, we did see Kendrick and Xantho go down, so there is no sustainability once we get out of this pause. Yeah, we lost. They were nearing like 50% on the point, and that was with Crimzo trying to split away the attention from the chokehold that we lost was holding when they were pressing up onto Sentinels.
Yeah, this could be an interesting next fight because point Sentinels, we can go and delete them from this one. We lost. They're going to go back to spawn. And when they reset, they're going to be close to both straddles for the next fight, right? But in return,
who dare forgot to charge their head? You know, I actually did say that on Twitter, Emily.
And Crimzo being on that Venom, which Crimzo doesn't play an awful ton of Venom. So fun to see that kind of coming together here. So it's going to be a real kind of battle up with the way these Qs are going to be pressed. Zaytek's still a healthy amount away as well, if you guys are wondering where everybody sits. But I like some adjustments already.
Is it Jitward's internet again? Bro!
Again, Mask, I think, was on an interview talking about Thor. Loves Thor. We all love a good Thor. But I think
NA started a little over 5 p.m.
They're a bit better in domination.
I really liked in the interview how Mast was putting in all his faith onto Thor, though, and saying, like, you know, he's really fun, he's self-reliable. I know my Thor OTPs will be very happy to hear that, but when it comes to this level of competition, flexibility has always been the biggest key to take away from these high-level teams, right? We saw what happened to We Lost yesterday. It's still fresh in my mind, Cozy. So you go into today.
Hey, I might have not been able to watch a bunch of these watch parties the last few days, but I want to say these watch parties are so fun, Jay. Thank you for doing them. Hey, no problem, man. They're a lot of fun, bro. Once we start getting into it, it's a lot of fun.
From the strategists that you could expect coming up into this next fight. The closest one being Xantho's having that invisible boundary alongside Kendrick, who will have that Camille unleash. As we get everything settled, everybody, thank you again for your patience. But it's the calm before the storm, as I always see our teams just making sure everybody's ready. And hopefully, Jitward is hardwired again.
Yeah, hey, back-to-back 3, Game 5 matches. Don't even worry, I'm speechless. But back-to-back, and then with the pause, why not, right? Let's go the distance. Let's go the full night. Let's have ourselves the night shift over here.
No.
But either way, I think this is going to be a lot closer than people think. I think Fox said that he thinks it's going to be Sentinels. They're going to dominate this one. But, man, I'm going to keep being the believer of We Lost. Even though, obviously, it's easy to say now with them up 46%. There's still a lot of matches to be played. But if there's one kind of thing that is going to be worrying about them is going to be if Sentinels do lose this, they're definitely going to quickly adjust on that ban phase, guys. We are just, hey, trust me, we're ready. We're ready to watch and roll too, but the player's still getting set, ready to go. Is it Jitward's internet again, Vic?
Dude,
do we think so?
Dude.
The thing is that I've tuned into Jitward streams a few times. Is like I feel like that's always an issue. Like somebody help this man.
Yo, Otter for 10 months on YouTube, my friend. Absolutely crazy. Appreciate it.
Like, okay, guys, just get this game going.
Yo,
right?
you guys down to just have a sleepover? When's the last time you guys ever had a sleepover, bro? Let's just do a sleepover right now.
Ready to go because again, both of these teams' tournaments' lives are on the line, and
I'm pushing
Jarvis,
it. I'm pushing
is
it.
the
Oh
game
shit!
ready?
Oh shit! Yo,
Let's
chat,
go,
wake
Cozy.
up! Wake up! Jitward! Wake up, Jitward!
Internet, clip that. Twitter, McDonald's Wi-Fi coming at you here in the form of Krakoa.
Oh
right
my
into
God,
the wall,
bro.
But back in action. Doesn't matter. Team wiped either way, but man, that's funny.
That's actually really funny, bro. That's unfortunate, but really funny.
Just diving in there, already trying to harass Korova, who forces him back. So we're all together. The gang's here. Santos, once again, we were highlighting the Stratus ultimates from Yeah We Lost. They will have those Stratus ultimates to rotate through, and Yusher's going to be the first one to open up the gates because there is still no sustainability. Neither of those ults are online, so they're just all navigating away. They're just going to wait out this Galactic Legend.
Yeah, I like that.
Not the Shark. No.
What? That was perfect for Yeah We Lost. They get the Usher ult out of the way, and they get the trade on Flamay. Amazing now with Crimzo, and they're going to get nothing from that as well. Are you kidding me? Jitward staying alive. The lawyer gets the point back. What in the hell?
There's the fact that you're still running. Oh, big pick from Zatex. Korova had the invisible
Have a good night,
boundary.
Jedi.
Somebody check on
Sleep
the
well,
strategist
sleep well.
as Sentinels, and Flamay was the first
Hopefully
one out
we
originally,
see you
turned him
tomorrow.
into Sushi, so he was unfortunately not in the action to keep everybody alive, and Crimzo making this quick swap over to the captain.
Yeah, that was such a weird battle and trade because if you look what was there, Vic, I thought like 10 other scenarios were going to happen. But no, Jitward just getting a couple of the internet back on full. And here we go. Yeah, we lost. Not going to be able to have too much. Kendrick will be able to keep them up in some way, shape, or form. And if there's a team that's
That must
diving,
suck
it will be this one. You should
so much to be playing in a tournament and have your internet actually be having like problems.
Finds that connection. The Jeff going to go ahead and get its lunch. Flamay taking him into the spawn. They get nothing from it, though, as Jitward trades, and time is ticking. They're not going to be able to portal. This is it. The first zone is going to be going to Yeah We Lost quite dominantly.
They literally just backed away into a corner, and Jitward had a feast here. And this is every strategist's worst nightmare. But look, at the point right now, it may be Crimzo who's looking to backcap. Somebody from Yeah We Lost has taken notice.
That is actually really funny. They went to go watch him, and he was running into a wall.
On top of the bubble? Oh, okay, well, you know what? Mask will absolutely take that, but the stall is still benefiting Sentinels right now because the action is still going. Korova will come in with the invisible boundary, letting the devil out, though. Somebody call the exorcist, and it's going to be the form of Korova to save the day.
Wow. I mean, I am so stunned that they were able to get this point back. Me over here calling it just joking. Psych, I lied. Dongmin taking photos to celebrate quickly. Selfie after selfie. Remember, Deadpool gets so much more value here on Domination. As you all know, XP carries on over zone after zone. Usher been picked a couple times early, but back to the legend that he is, up in the sky with the auto aim.
Actually,
shortly.
You know what's really
now,
funny? I remember when I used to play
how the
professionally
turns have changed, the
in
table has turned.
like when I
You've got a lot
in
going for
Overwatch.
Sentinels.
I had internet problems, and I took my computer, put it in the car, put all my stuff in the car, and drove to my friend's house for like 20 minutes to go set up everything at his house and play a tournament. I remember that. That shit was funny.
Nice from Santos to back him up, who's very close to the invisible boundary, by the way. And even though we see the back and forth as the Fasu, she's got hands, and you
I remember that. Yo, what's up, Matt?
But though you
Did you win?
Santos over to the other side,
I think we won, but what we won wasn't money. It was like a plushie.
Outside the invisible boundary, but he stays alive.
That was
now.
esports back then. You won either 50 bucks or you won a plushie.
The picks as well, 99 and 99, and just like that, Sentinels stand strong.
Actually, I won my Winston plushie from that tournament.
Coming up, and it's gonna be 1 by 1, 2 down.
I remember that. I won my Winston plushie.
1 by 1.
Winston.
Zatex is trying to stay alive. Time is ticking. Sentinels will not break as they continue on. Showing that the shield. Crimzo back on the mascot of this team. Xanthos still alive somehow. Punch, push. Sue Storm, get in there. Everybody falls. How did they flip that? My God.
Hold.
Damn.
Hold. Coming out of the pause after getting harassed by the Daredevil, and Sentinels are locked in. I know a lot of you
Sentinels
out here.
I don't think they were a bad
energy,
team. I actually really think they're a great team.
Fight. The fact that they were able to flip that and Korova came in with the invisible boundary is chef's kiss.
Yo, I mean, they were setting up a camp in their spawn. I mean, just completely ready to push in all the way, and all it takes is just a little bit of hope. Man, I love the Sentinels mask on the back of that. Look how great that is. Such a perfect skin. But yeah, anyway, I've got to say, just so impressed with the way they played. And yeah, we lost now. We kind of saw, let's be honest, we definitely saw the mental affected there against TLC, right? So these games are so important for how they start off. Yeah, they've come back. They've reversed, gotten close to reverse sweeps before what we saw with NRG. So here we go. Doors are opening, Vicky. And if you look at the ult economy, what do you like?
Right now, I'm liking that Flame's got the itch, Jeff, because it's going to keep an eye out for Kendrick and Santos. We're going to have to see how that Kumio Unleash gets the impact that it wants, because Jitward, already taking a good amount of pressure, is just going to feed into those Strategist ultimates as they rotate through. Jitward outside the boundary of, it looks like, Kendrick and Santos as he backs away, and they call out Cart, right? Amazing, with the quick little charm to make sure Cart cannot get away.
Wait,
Yeah,
did you see that Chrissy and I have the Winston badge? Oh, no, I really didn't pay attention to it. That's cool. I think you get it through Overwatch, yeah. It's probably like, what, a gifted something? You give this gifted to someone and they get the Winston?
Quickly, Merc with the mouth back to
Winton.
Cussing up the room now as Jitward slices, dices, tries to find more. Cannot get it before Xantho's thrown off.
Oh, is it actually just gift one sub?
Jitward, though, these dive heroes trying to do their best, and Crimso hunts down the symbiote. The fat lady singing.
Off the back of Crimso's
Games are going
shield,
really well,
the cap
Lukish.
is here himself, and Xantho's taking the time real quick to get back from the spawn room gates. But I like the stall. Nobody has just flipped the point just yet. Dogman does find that pick. Usher goes down with the Galactic Legend, but everyone from YWL is slowly approaching back up to the point. Xantho cannot get called out again.
Dogman's such a stud, just evolved as a player so much, and it is the Vanguards getting it absolutely done, putting a beat in here to these duelists and hunting them one by one. Cart can't even stay alive with all that health. Now they do get the point. By the way, if you didn't know, the point was in contention that entire time. Now 5% up and climbing.
How long did I take again? Zatex getting enabled together with the invisible boundary.
I like the Psylocke.
Negating
like
any
the
sort of
Psylocke.
sustainability that Sentinels wanted to lean on. Sure, they may have gotten to the point for now, Cozy. They're nearing 20%, and they're
I remember
desperately
watching
keeping this
Dogman.
stall going.
I forgot, what was it, chat? What team was he on? He was on a team, and I remember watching his Doctor Strange, and I always liked it. It's good to see him on a Sentinels team that's doing pretty well.
Perfect. And Crimson like fighting near the portal, like open up. Have you been there before? So many times in my life. Like open this damn thing up. But
especially when you're Sue and you're invisible, and you know that they're gonna just shoot into the air because they know you're hugging that portal that's not even on.
All right, now we've got the fight coming right back over. Yeah, we lost at 20%. It's gonna be Amazing activating the Fox now as the Devil's let out once again. Dogman finds that first pick, though. Cart is just getting picked now over and over in these fights. The waving coming out there in the form of the band hammer. No capitalization with it. Jitward goes down, and this is going to go right back on over to Sentinels. They are able to keep the point. I'm going to have it as long as possible. Cart going to be able to come back and sustain. Usher trying to get best. Oh, does flip out. Can't find it. Zatex, the assassin.
It's Jeff, though, is able to get the White Fox.
No, that's too
Where
far.
Is my Uber driver taking me? Yeet!
What?
Off to the side of the map. A great environmental KO while Santos is getting harassed by Crimson.
That was
Somebody
a weird
else get out, even
trajectory,
away.
but okay.
He puts up the shield. He dives right back onto the point.
Also,
and
CJ,
just like
true.
that, Sentinels are able to flip it in numbers.
My goodness, freedom never dies. Kuroa has the invis. Xantho to match. And get the diagram coming out shortly. Cart now going to swap on over to the Hulk. Goes on the Venom. I like this play a lot for them. Oh my, Kurova just shutting down Zatex. Now the stagger matters not as much there on that pick, just with the way that Zatex is going to rotate over anyway, but still huge pick early. 43% going to match that easily, and just like
I respect it, CJ. Appreciate it, my friend.
Crimso, their former teammate, now back together as a team in the playoffs where it matters most, and they're all diving in. Jitward back on the ceiling like Ultron from last night, but in this form, Daredevil.
Oh, they got him out of the invisible boundary.
Oh my god, dude. Amazing is such a great player, bro. He could literally play any single character and just have so much value on it.
Coming in. Sure, you may have missed
But with that being said, I don't care when he plays as long as it's DPS, and I hate when he plays other stuff.
Not a worse feeling, right? And it doesn't help that the hero yells it out for everybody just to vanish.
Shock lost yesterday, so they don't play today.
Goes Xantho.
They don't play at all anymore in the
his
playoffs.
Avengers now and keeping this point all the way charged up. They have not looked back since that pause. And here comes the Hulk. Cart, one of the best at it in the America scene, but Monster Hulk has been torn down. Zatex with the dance of the butterflies, trying to slice, dice, find something. These two heroes can't get it done with the ults. Gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way, but it's Crimso punching, pushing. Never gonna let a bully win as 98-99 ticks. Kurova gets in on the action, and Vicky, this is just a performance.
The Sioux hands are finding its traps. Crimso was trying to go for the body block too, continuing on the harassment of Jitward. Crimso riding on the freedom tails of democracy, as my buddy Leg Day would say. Overtime ticking down. The captain swap has worked, and with overtime a pixel away from looking at Sentinels and their dub, we have Dogman getting the next ping, and now letting the devil out. Is it going to be all for naught? Jumping on top of their heads and isolating Kendrick on the White Fox.
These Vanguards are doing it all by themselves like Thanos. My gosh, absolute disgusting. Look, just wait.
Two more, chat.
The stat line. I mean, outside of like one, two things
just
most
two
will
more.
talk about, you could not have started
Two
better
more.
if you are Sentinels.
Yeah,
Two more.
we lost in this first map, and Sentinels putting a point on the board. Amazing. White Fox.
Four more,
rise up.
chat? I will
Even if they
ban you.
protected the Ultron, it's got the claws here when you have to deal with the Fox. Sentinels already looking fantastic, but it was a bit of that back and forth. But
Oh,
the
man.
fact that Jitward and Master shut
If you
down,
type !MRI, it will give you a better explanation of how the esports works,
are
man.
insane here. I mean, Crimson also was doing such a good job at putting in so much pressure onto Zaytex. Look how many times Zaytex like went down. 11, 15, and 11.
Yeah, there's two links.
That was detrimental, Cozy.
And Cart was a non-factor, honestly. Like, we've seen Cart play much better. Cart was a non-factor there. Crimson, it's so funny. I mean, I think it was with you, Vic, on my pod. I was talking about at the beginning of this whole scene who the player I had.
Wow, Amazing had 24,000 heals, 15,000 damage, 10 final hits.
I'm not going the full
Popped
downside,
off on the
it's
White Fox.
How do you fill this role in this spot? And it was Dongman. And he is just playing lights out match after match. Crimzo finding the cap. I think a lot of people have tried to.
I will say though, I feel really
Crimzo at the
bad for
helm, because that
we
is a lot of
lost.
the
They're
anchor of
probably
this team in
dealing
the
with
ban phase, but
Jitward
man, he's showing that
and his.
versatility here.
I'm not
Guys,
saying he's
do
the
not
problem, but
go
he's like his
anywhere.
internet.
It is 1-0
That kind of does
Sentinels.
suck when you're
We've
trying
got
to
a
play
long
for
one, I
like
can
a tournament
tell
and your
on our hands.
internet
We're
just
gonna be back
starts
after this quick
like
break.
having troubles. I'm gonna take out my contacts, chat. They're kind of drying right now. Give me like 3 seconds. Yeah, and exactly. You should have voted Sentinels.
What up, what up? Thanks for being a homie.
We are back, and Sentinels are able to find the victory here against we lost in the first map. Somehow turned around that first round. I thought for sure that we lost, we're going to have it, and then suddenly, just like that, you blink and you will miss it. Cozy, I think you did blink, and then suddenly, Sentinels were right back on that point. Insane stall to bring that one back.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I think it's at the hand of so many players. Like, really, the only thing I didn't love there is Yusha on Star-Lord for a lot of that. I think that was the only thing where I was like, maybe swap that up. Other than that, I mean, God, from the Vanguards to Amazing, like we always say, like, he's amazing. I think White Fox just complements a lot of the way he plays and is just such an underrated duelist because he's not, I don't know how to say this in the way, it's like flashy, wow, but he's so consistent, and it has been for every team, always punching the ticket to land, always being that stud
that is the
rises
puker,
above,
yes.
no matter what, you know.
I'm glad that you remember that about her.
Vicky, we've been
That's
here
the
before
puker.
where we see, yeah, we lost, go 1-0 down, and this is usually where they go back to their comfort.
All right, I
Where
want
do
to
you
go
think
take
that's
out
gonna
my
be in terms of
contacts.
maps and in terms of hero selection here?
Museum of Contemplation. We were just talking about this in the break, guys, and I was just, you know, teasing around with you guys, saying, all right, we're probably going to see mass roll out on the Thor. We're going to see maybe the Vamp will come out. I mean, we're going to have to see, right?
Oh,
because,
look at that.
Oh, a prophet. What
Shocked.
do you know? Gasp for surprise Pikachu face. But this means that, yeah, we lost leading into their comfort pick.
Where did Jay
We've
go?
seen them
Who the
get
hell's
stopped
Jay?
here
I am
before.
Professor 3.
Is this going to be what they need to turn things
Is
around?
this the
to know
last
how
match?
important it is when
Yes,
it comes
this
to
is the
momentum
last
and
match.
how
I
volatile
don't-
domination seems
I don't
to
know
be,
if this
although,
is
again,
like-
I'm so surprised Sentinels was able to flip the script.
This is
in
not
that
the
first
last
round so
like
quick.
match.
Now, the interesting thing here
round,
is,
but
Cozy,
yeah,
is
last match.
if we can predict it, then surely Sentinels would be expecting this as well. So going into this
they
ban
do.
phase now,
Professor
like,
3,
they're
give us a
gonna have good
lesson.
idea of what they want to
Never
try and
vote
do in
against
terms of
J3
ripping the
in predictions.
kind of perfect heroes away from Yeah We Lost, right?
Yeah, they
Wait,
even
Benzie
caught
gifted?
TLC
Benzie!
off guard for just a second.
Bro, I was
Right,
not even
yesterday,
here.
that was, like, the one shining
Another
moment from
20
that,
gifted
of the
subs.
series
You are
yesterday.
50
They like to
subs
play super
away
aggressive here.
from
Sometimes
almost
they go on a weird line, like they'll save the
2,000
Hulk
gifted.
only for the Venom.
Absolutely
Like,
insane, my
obviously,
friend.
I think with
You
how
are
Card
crazy.
plays, we can see potential, but we're also not going to get the bans here either.
Absolutely
Deadpool,
insane,
one of those
man.
will be banned, no questions. I think Deadpool probably going to lead that from them. But man, it's interesting because both these teams, right? The winner.
Didn't you
plays,
say Swamp
what,
Gaming would
TLC,
lose? Oh, I said
what
Swamp
both
Gaming
teams
was
have
gonna win,
faced
brother.
And lost to. So I think both these teams are equally footed for that third place position. We'll see if they can adjust well. Gaskin, what do you predict here?
Never.
I predict. Oh, I
I'm gonna throw it
mean,
back at you.
I will go from our Prophet Fox that he said it was going to be a 3-0 from Sentinels, and that's where all my channel points went as well, so I just have to continue to go down that train, right? I do think, yeah, we lost, though, you know, they have always looked better on their comfort picks. They've always looked better when they start playing the heroes that they've been jamming hundreds and thousands of hours in ranked. So I do think that this is going to be their best chance, if any.
How many matches
However,
left
I do
for
think
today?
if they lose this one,
This is
then
the
maybe
last
we
match,
might be
chat.
looking towards
Last
a Sentinels
match.
3-0. They just, Sen seem to have found their footing. They seem to have looked like this squad that I was expecting right at the very beginning of preseason. They took a little bit of time to adjust to this meta, but now they've finally found that place. My worry, Vicky, is as we look ahead to like stage 1, for example, with the meta that's going to change and shift again, teams can't afford to be taking this.
This is the
long
longest day
to
of them
adjust,
all, bro.
because they might have got
16
away with it
hours
this
and
time, but it's
19
not always going to
minutes.
be that easy with adjusting too long.
Is that the difference between the teams who have made it here from the MRC, you know, and being able to really rely on themselves? These are a bunch of rank grinders. We've called it out before, and Cozy, we say it all the time. Jitward will play all these crazy matches of MRI and then jump immediately into rank. I'm questioning the thing ban because
Almost like
obviously
a Zabadon?
Crimzo was leading the pack and harassing everybody else after making that swap over to the Captain America. So that's also another consideration before we dive into the pick and ban phase.
Yeah, for sure, because that was.
can you,
sorry, I
what,
was just
do
gonna
for me?
say,
No, you're
Gaskin, you know, that was what
Almost done.
they did so well to get here, right?
Yeah.
Like Crimzo, I think that's where their target bans are going to go because, yeah, we lost. They have a game plan going each time. They were able to watch that game as well.
I didn't
and
drink that.
try
Do you
to
wanna
see what
drink
was
it?
the biggest
It's cold,
thorn in
though.
at least the side of 100 Thieves. And so I think they're going to continue that, but you can only do so much
When you
against
drink it
But
cold,
if you shut
it's
down the
not that
Vanguards, I think
good.
it does open up the chance for opportunity.
My worry, Vicky, is if you start trying
I got
to
you, bro.
target the
Listen, we got
off-meta
this, man. We
stuff,
got this. We
then
got
it
this.
just invites the pressure from the meta things. It's been this whole back and forth we've seen this week of people being like, oh, well, you know, maybe we will let Gambit and Elsa get through because we're worried about Captain America or we're worried about a Thor. And then suddenly you just get absolutely slammed by Elsa and Gambit and you regret doing it. Do you think that a lot of these squads are
You know
maybe
what? After
overthinking the
these
lock and
games,
ban
chat, let's
phase
just
a
go
little
play
bit,
ranked
and
for
maybe
8
you
hours.
should just go off
Oh no,
statistical
I
data
can
rather
feel
than
my
be
throat
the-
actually hurting.
Yeah, because then you take a look at like how the previous pick and
Yo,
ban
let's
phase
just get
goes
to the
down,
next
and
game.
we talked about this a few
I
times.
hope
like,
let's
the
get
base
make the
and
players
you
force the
try and
players to
figure
be
out,
ready.
okay, if you go for.
Actually, no. That actually, what do you call it? Jitward's having internet issues. That sucks.
Use a protect on a Doctor Strange, or if you see that the enemy team in Sentinel's term had protected the Ultron, which by the way could go crazy on this map too with the verticality and just providing a lot of the extra cover to get out of the line of sight. Do you want to lean into that instead, which does open up more of the meta picks that Sentinels could lean on?
Well,
why does Jay's throat hurt?
The game while we wait for these players to just get ready.
I use my throat a lot for a lot of things.
What's happening actually in Marvel Rivals, and we've got new changes. We've got Black Cat being introduced as well, and I think this is the perfect time to talk about it when we've got a team like Yeah We Lost, who are ranked grinders, who came through the MRC, probably will flourish with a character like Black Cat as well. What do you think is going to happen when we look at the development?
Wait, what happened? Why did we pause again? Does anyone know?
I've seen a lot online about people saying how crazy Black Cat is, but maybe not in ranked play, perhaps just in pro play, because it is a very difficult hero to play.
No, for sure. I think they'll definitely take advantage of it. I mean, they got to fix their 7th member first, and that is going to be, his router. I think that's, going to be the toughest thing for Jitward right now moving forward for this team. But no, I think Black Cat could face a lot of bans, because if you think of what this is going to look like at the pro level, that's going to be something we see often. But yeah, hey, talk about a team that can execute to perfection. It would be this team that loves
we're starting. Nice.
Fast and loose. Gaskin, 1-0.
Fast and loose, baby. That's how we like it as we get fast.
Let's get it, chat. Let's get it. Let's get it.
And bans. It's map 2. You've got Vicky
Wake up,
Kitty,
guys. You hear? Everyone here? Wake up. Wake up.
All right, Cozy, let's get this
going. Let's go, chat.
With
Wake up.
Game number 2. I mean, that first map felt like it was honestly going the distance, even though it ended in that 2-0 clean toss over from Sentinels. The Protect onto the Daredevil, though.
I'm sleep. No time to sleep. Wake up. We could sleep in about an hour.
Any sort of damage
Wake up.
going on, because we know that we lost.
Swamp one last game. Yes.
Tricky with the unorthodox compositions, but with the Protect on the Daredevil, that's the indicator here that Rymazing wants to lean into that White Fox. But again, let's not forget, Rymazing is such a flexible player, Cozy. We talk about this all the time. He likes to take to the skies in different forms, but he also knows when to take out the claws with the White Fox.
No, for sure. And you know what? It's a chance to see what the enemy team did well, but also what your team did right and what you expect them to ban, and that's why they're getting that quick save on there. On that White Fox, Jit, we're going to go ahead and get the Daredevil once again. This is kind of their Museum of Contemplation special. They win on this map a ton. Obviously very tough against one of the best in America, but either way, there goes the ban on over for the respected Dogmen and the way that they've played. I think that's a very important one and would have been saved right here, no question.
I also really like if We Lost get their own vamp pool, how strong vamp pool is in scaling on a map like Museum of Contemplation. We've mentioned this before. The cap they'll protect, expecting We Lost to maybe go in for a ban, because again, Crimzo was literally leading the charge of harassment onto the strategist backline of We Lost.
No, absolutely. Great call. And they played this, We Lost has played this similar in a lot of ways, but yeah, with Sentinels getting that cap protected, they went ahead and looked at what was done best. Obviously, Dogman is going to get his hero ban, but they just copied the same homework from Krakoa, and why not? Last save here. This one is always seeming to be somewhat of an unimportant save for We Lost, but I'm curious to see where they go. And more importantly, expect Sentinels to target. My opinion, gonna go ahead and try to keep up a there's the Vanguard protects. We expected that a bit in the pre-show.
Matt said, don't worry.
I'm so glad that you're live still, Jay. I need the distraction. Currently pissing a kidney stone. Oh my god, bro. Drink water. Stop drinking soda.
That We Lost have in general with Vampool.
Oh my god, dude.
With Jitward. Mask is going
to go over to YouTube, what are we doing, man?
Protect over to the Daredevil. I really like Daredevil on this map as well. You will have that extra info, but you because Daredevil wasn't banned for Sentinels, will also be able to rely on that.
Kidney stones. Listen, I wouldn't wish kidney stones on my worst enemy, chat. That is.
You're gonna stay on that Star-Lord.
Kidney stones are.
Looking at it, the black. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised at this point.
Kidney stones are the
Golden God and all.
The worst thing imaginable, in my opinion.
Where they can. Now, I will say this is going to be a good Adam Warlock map. There's not a lot of situations right now in the meta where you can play, but we've seen plenty of.
Why does he look like a nerd? Who, me? Because I am a nerd, bro.
Go to that res, right, Vic? Especially going in to the opening.
What's wrong with being a nerd?
Stage. So hey, Karova, Golden God, Crimzo, Rymazing. What year is this, Vicky?
I was gonna say, if there was caster react cams, you would have seen the Omega Pog face right here, because Karova, He is Adam Warlock incarnate. I said this at the very beginning when we were highlighting Sentinels. Has a roster, and we are getting it on the defensive side of Sentinels. Triple Strat, it's back. And Sentinels in full form here after they were able to take that first map.
Fully charged and ready to go. Quick with the ultimate fire. Love that we have
okay, let's get this chat. Woo, let's get it. We're almost done, man. We're almost done.
On this defensive hold first. Sentinels now going to go ahead and keep the team alive quickly. Now remember, a lot of cooldown changes coming to this hero. Not on that patch quite yet. White Fox getting down low. Kidrick looking for some safety.
Yes, they are prescription glasses. I wear contact lenses.
We're not on the same page.
I don't have my contact lenses in right now.
Krakoa match. We'll see how they choose to go and flank. And oh my
god,
nice. Loaded completely. Every single pellet Vic hit.
I was going to say, like, it's almost like he read my mind, because I was questioning here, the Starler, no Gambit here, but you're still getting enabled with triple strat, and, oh, that's
wow, you sure is popping off. Nah, this might be...
nowhere to teleport
we might be done here pretty soon, chat. I think, yeah, we lost wants to go to bed. Also, they have internet issues. I think they just want to go to bed, bro.
Oh, my gosh, with the finish of the Scepter. Yeah, I think you sure heard me.
And you gave Kurova Adam Warlock? Nah, GG's, bro.
Prove me wrong, and I'm being done so already. Absolutely magnetic and not missing a shot. Card already going on over to the Hulk, so change up happening very quickly for this team. 2 minutes 50 seconds. I do like that because they're typically a slow adjustment team, Vic. As we've seen time after time, they've got to follow up on Mask's ult here to perfection. They also have the safety gate of Xantho if they need. But if someone's ult tracking, they should have gone faster now as Kurova somehow survives through that, flies out of the wheelchair into the Invis ult. But Yusher now just hunting.
Something that we haven't been able to have the pleasure of seeing, right? After the Adam Warlock changes, being able to fly and displace yourself too. Going to be able to try to provide the backup because Jitward is trying to find an opening to enable Zatex with the Dance of the Butterflies. They back away, but they lost out on 2 of the strats. But it's okay. The passive is still online for Kurova. He could come right back and look at that. He is so close to the Karmic Revival.
Rise, my friends, born again, echoes through the halls of the museum now as everybody comes alive. Yusher is just on an absolute tear here with the double pistol. So clean. Legendary moment. Now, as
Yusher's dominating right now. That guy's he's disgusting.
Still feels like there's a lot of time, though, for YWL lost, but they've committed now Xantho. Kendrick has got to lock in.
Seeing the back-to-back, I was wondering when it was going to come out. The chains have been broken, and Mask rolls in with the Thor cart. Jumping together while Jitward getting harassed. Flamme pulls him in, and Santos claps back onto Dogman. Trade for trade. The only difference is you'll have a portal to play, as Dogman will be able to come in with the Eye of Agamotto. The sustain is here for Kendrick, but out of positioning is going to be the Invisible Woman, and with no passive active from Kurova, that's 2 of the strategists out. Amazing calls in the Kumiho Unleash, but you have to worry about diving down on the God of Thunder. Man. It's found Amazing, and Mask is having a ball. Welcome to the circus, as Thor is having a good time here, and unfortunately the portal is right on the back end of the bus.
Yeah, unfortunate elimination order there, right? Dogman was able to see if his whole team was wiped or not and decided to use the portal. The eye is open, and now it is going to be thrown, but nothing connecting there. It is going to force the ults, though, as the Devil is let out. We're looking for more. Crimzo rising the tide of freedom. The Avengers leading the way behind them, but Yusher has the mixtape in, looking for that quick pick. Gonna go ahead and dive in. Someone to follow. Hulk going up. It's going to be Clark, who's been a monster.
I don't want to be mean, but I really hope it's a full hold.
Hero. Amazing trades now quickly. Mask going down. Cart to trade as well. Vicky, it's either or here.
Oh, he got de-hulked at the very same time. Oh, Zatex clapping back here. Yeah, we lost. Zatex still sticking to the sideline. Cart following up. Yusher does find Jitward, but the numbers excel in the favor of YWL lost, trying to get to this very first checkpoint.
Damn. Hey, they capped, though. That's good for them, man. That's good for them.
And Cart has done such a good job. I mean, how many maps have we seen where Cart just seems undeniable? You know, cannot get him out of there on those moments where you have to get that last pick. Zatex locking in 2 with the quick left, right, left done. Now with the stagger, they're able to push up, make some space. They want to push in here. Most teams like to go ahead and push in, try to get this midway point because this corner can be tough. And this is exactly kind of where they folded, Vic, against TLC.
We don't want history to repeat itself here. Oh my God, Whiplash, by the way. They stop Mask. If it's not the charm, it's the pull in here from the Invisible Woman. Kurova He's got the Born Again, the Karmic Revival. Camille Unleash was utilized from Kendrick before Cart dives back in together.
Bro, I've always been saying I think a lot of teams should be playing Psylocke a lot more. I think Psylocke is really good. Some teams do play the Psylocke.
Very special here because they've got the Born Again into the Agamotto, and with Crimzo getting a pick, man, this really gives them a lot of favorable advantage. We'll see how they choose to attack this. The Born Again being huge. They don't even need it right now. Let's just get it done with the neutral. That's going to go ahead and reset with his low-key Thor skin on. And right now, I mean, Vic, Sentinels have a lot of different options because, yeah, we lost. We're going to have to charge up in this neutral. If you're Sentinels, you almost don't want to use all that much. Just rely on one of the big win cons in this next fight. Could be Dogman if you want to go that way, but almost like just a Kurova build. Yeah,
bro, the way...
go aggressive, I agree.
The way Deadpool walks is just funny.
With Flamey also taking a good chunk of that damage. It does bring Yusher back, and now just trying to contest them. It's going to be the invisible boundary. Kurova getting stunned at the same time. Finding Xanthos is huge because the invisible boundary for Yeah We Lost was right around the corner. Kurova brings back Crimzo as the res was still active, and Jitward is trying to make magic happen on the dual pool. And after they shut him down, the big difference here is Cozy.
Hey, appreciate it, Sam.
Enough for Yeah We Lost when you're dealing with the triple
Delena with one final is Psylocke is so neat. I can imagine that. You seem like a person that would only get one final every single game, and then say GG, no heals.
Now look at just the great visibility here of Yusher knowing exactly where they want to go. Oh, getting low. They do get the pick here, and Zaytex with the 1-2. The OK go has been pushed. Now moving forward, Dogman going to throw
see, Zaytex is popping off right here.
With the fist, all he needs is now Hulk jumps. He's angry. 13 seconds here. A lot of fight to win, Vic. This is going to be a very tough look for Yeah We Lost. There's so much to go up against.
That wasn't mean.
Coming up.
Come on.
Full frames coming on. As Xantho gets a pick.
He's juggling the captain, though. Find me at the circus. It's going to be the cart show here. Even though Crimzo was solid for so long, he's had enough. Breaking it down now. Cart is angry, and Kendrick is following up. Kumio Unleash catches Yusher, and with overtime ticking away, you got to look at the cart, because right now, we did see that Crimzo was able to stall for a very long time. They finally call him out. The Doctor Strange rollout from Dogman, and they're getting ever so closer to that second checkpoint.
Hit him with the puny god, right? Slammed it back and forth. Now, what's cool about this is Kendrick can easily just get the charm out here to get rid of the portal. There's a lot of ways that they can go ahead and get rid of that portal.
Hulk is B+. Go
ahead.
He can be helpful. I don't think Hulk is B+.
All the way holding W. The absolute lethality of
I would say Hulk is even like closer to like.
Is here.
I wouldn't say S, probably an A.
I cannot believe Vicky.
Oh, and they cap too. Nice, nice.
End up not even looking any part of making that close.
This guy is disgusting on Hulk,
right
bro.
Like, he is getting his reps.
He is so disgusting on Hulk. You even had Team Liquid Citadel ban his Hulk.
Output that both Cart and Mask are putting in. What beats triple strategist, by the way, Cozy? Triple Vanguard. That's why you're seeing the Van Pool. That's why you're seeing the oppression, the pull-in onto Crimzo. I hope everyone is taking notes. If you struggle with dealing with this composition from the other end, Zaytex has Dance of the Butterflies coming shortly, and Xanthos does have the
bro. These casters are insane, man. I know Vicky lives in Florida, so it's almost 2 a.m. for her, but I mean, Cozy's living on that West Coast, I think, so.
Legendary ready.
He's
now trying to find more.
It's not as late.
They've been able to continue to find that quick pick, and that takes away so much of this team's
damage
output
shit,
now with
good
the sword
shit, good shit.
They group up together only to fall once more in the spawn, and they're pushing
Ain't
all
no
the
one
way
wanting
in.
Oh no, no,
no,
no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no,
All right. You know what? The calm before the storm, Cozy. I always have to say it because I guess when it comes to this third checkpoint, it is difficult, but it's even crazier to see how the rest of Sentinels are just funneled up like a sandwich just for the Dance of the Butterflies to unleash.
Yeah, you know that I didn't see Jitward in there, so I want to know where he's at currently on the map. But yeah, no, awesome job. It's kind of just been.
I'm pretty sure the casters are sick and tired of it. I'm sure Vicky Kitty wants to go to sleep. So
I mean, good job knowing when to push up. Did you see?
I'm pretty sure everyone's like at the end of that. Like, you know, hey, come on, let's wrap it up, bro. Let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up.
You know, on that aggression 4.2, and it's been the Achilles heel of this team a lot. I think they played that perfectly.
You're asking where Jitward is. I'm just hoping that maybe not one of these pauses will catch Jitward running into a wall again. We're going to have to find out what happened, everybody, with that quick pause, because we want to make sure everybody here in this lower bracket, when it's do or die, gets to get everything ready and load back in. But I also want to just highlight maybe what's going wrong here for Sentinels, Cozy, because Yusher is getting whiplash. He's literally getting grabbed. He's getting pulled in. They're jumping on his head. Mask has other plans for him, taking him to the side room. Is this Star-Lord really going to work out when it's not like you have a Raging Royal Flush to work off of it?
Yeah, for sure. They've continued to find him, right? Like, he's kind of been their lookout for them, but they've continued to know exactly where he is. Xantho even getting a part of a lot of that, but it's Zatex that just has his eyes on Yusher at all times. Because when you're playing this comp, right, you just rely so much on what Yusher's role is. And that has honestly been this team through and through, right? If Yusher's able to make that big difference of that damage that they're losing out on, they win. We saw that with 100 Thieves and the crazy ults and plays that they had. He's doing well, but they've been able to at least shut that down for now. And that has them struggling into the duck floaty part of the map.
And then you also look at Kurova. As much as I love seeing the Adam Kurova coming out with the ultimate nerfs that we have across the board, you're splitting that between two other strategists, so it's going to delay the ultimates for the survivability that you may need to lean on. Is it going to be enough? Maybe a BRB coming through. As I do hear the game, guys, let's dive right back into the action. We just saw Zatex clear off that side room. No more Kumiho Unleash for Sentinels.
And Jitward was there, so he's nice and healthy, but Sentinel's going to go ahead and lose out on Dogman one more time. With that Agamotto, though, in the legendary prep, this is going to be huge because Cart has the ult ready as well. This can be a long fight in overtime, folks. Strap up. It could be a 1-1 here. If they're able to get a full push and hold to follow, the legends are in the sky. Yusher's been that for Sentinels thus far in the playoffs. Now going to go a quick pop of the ult, waiting till that health goes down to the 0. Agamotto's soul comes out. They're trying to find the banner. Down goes 1,500 health at a snap of a flick of a wrist now. Zatex finding more. Oh, the click, the dash. The assassin is at play. The X-Men's going crazy.
Oh, somebody help Lemay. He cannot stay up any longer.
No.
Kurova, though.
No way,
again.
bro.
They're so
No
close to
way,
the finish
bro.
line. They're trying to stall here. They jump in. Is it going to be enough? The pushback. The God of Thunder himself has another statement. Amazing had rolled out earlier on with the Ultron, but he cannot see Zatex through the water slide.
Wish I wasn't hit with 3 minutes of ads in the middle of the game. If you sub, you get ad-free viewing. If you have a Twitch Prime next to your name, you can get ad-free viewing if you use that Prime sub.
Overtime singing. Card, though, throwing out the fists one after the other. Hulk angry, Card angry, and yeah, we lost. Get the cap.
Pretty accurate Hulk lore, by the way.
Bro.
Cart, now you know why. We've seen
I don't know if the casters are going to be happy or if they're going to get very angry when because I'm pretty sure the casters TTK already got my Prime. Hey, go see if he's doing a watch party, and if he's not, that sucks, man. I'm sorry, but
honestly, when you have more of that verticality and you can play off
unfortunate.
But he couldn't even get out of the
Twitch Turbo, Amazon Prime. I'm also streaming on YouTube, and YouTube they say has less ads.
They were able to flip that script.
Have a good day.
Even with the Born Again.
Hope you have a great weekend.
When that hit Vic after the full team wipe,
I want to see if the casters, because it's late for the casters, bro. I want to see if they're like
coming out as the poor Ultron. It was anything but the age of because Zatex was ready with the.
I want to see if they're like they have to be mad, bro.
You could be, but yeah, Cart went full Cart mode, and when he does, right, the rest of the team just echoes the bells of victory. Jumping in, though. Have to put up a great defensive effort here. And they typically don't go Hulk
I'm not going to interview the casters. That's who
this works out. Mass does go cap,
I was on my other monitor trying to see if I can see them getting a little angry.
I just want to know.
It has to be, bro. It has to be. Yo, don't blink. Appreciate the massive 2 months, my friend. This is the scariest
thing to deal with. It's just a Hulk running in your face and then having to look behind you because Zatex on this sidelock is continuously harassing you while Jitward is just jumping on your heads. They're expecting the rollout from Sentinels, though, as they come out on the triple strat in the form of the strat pool. And with the triple Vanguard lineup from YWL, it's found its success, Cozy.
Absolutely. Now let's see how Sentinels choose to approach this. Energy made Winter Soldier a thing on this map against this team right here, right now. So Yusher gonna go ahead and get out.
How long has NA been going?
Can do. Crimzo looking dangerously low. Gonna rotate back right now.
8 hours ago. NA has been going on for 8 hours.
In their limits. Mass now running back as well. Be close. Look at the ults already charged up to the maximum. Xantho close to it at any moment. Going to be the first to be able to pop it. Masto finds the captain, barely staying alive.
Ooh, the pocket, though, the pocket from the Invisible Woman comes in clutch and allows Kendrick to also reposition. You're going to be able to activate the strap pool ultimate first here. Dogman does get stunned. Amazing is very close to the extermination. With Dogman finding Jitward, they will not be able to contest with a Banhammer off the Van Pool.
Alrighty, so just like that, holding forward, space has been made. Xantho with that boundary and the aggression to follow. Keep your eyes on the Angry Hulk, and here it comes. Love this play. They're going to initiate the first soft dive with Kendrick. He can't go down, is going to go down, but staying alive after that. Does find a pick to follow. Are you kidding me? Xantho with the boundary.
I will never understand as a spectator why people play that character, bro. I think that character's ultimate ability is so ass.
It's Cap and Bucky like the good old days.
What year is this? Usher slams down again. Can we hear another one? Zatex had popped in with the Dance of the Butterflies, and Cart is still angry. He still finds another pick, but he looks behind him. Where is everyone?
Jay has so much energy left. I have so much, man.
Target priority onto Jitward has been back-to-back, but they do note that there is someone behind them.
I do think YWL is probably going to win this map, and we're going to have to go to another map.
Depending on how they play it out. But Cart ready to go angry. Other than that, Karova with the advantage. We'll see how
whose ult is ass? I think White Fox's ult is really bad.
Bass going for the follow, and the anti-pressure on the other side finds Karova. Are you kidding me? Ult, goodbye. That's going to be a wipe.
Literally the back-to-back. Karova's gone down twice while he's had the ult, and get over here. I feel like I've seen this somewhere, Cozy.
Yes, but we did dinner a long time ago.
And he finds it again. YWL are claiming heads. This defensive side of YWL are stomping Sentinels and their plans.
Yeah.
Freedom died, man. Right
if
there.
we go to a match 5 chat, I swear.
We got Zatex now.
I swear.
Going after Crimson once again.
If we make it to 3 a.m.
The cap. They seem to have the answer for you thus far. User getting down low
swear
yet
to
again.
goodness.
But Fulmay gonna get Kendrick out, and that opens up so much. That ult now gone.
No!
But Zatex, are you kidding me?
Oh, Karova can't play the game. He was literally in the animation to putting down the invisible boundary. At least he didn't
I'm streaming tomorrow, but I want to sleep,
but
bro.
Zatex now could just go crazy. Dance of the Butterflies. Can Karova play the game is the question.
Yeah, the Q button was like 3/4 press, but did not come all the way down.
I cannot do 3 a.m.
Matt, good rotation here.
I'm in the 30 club, bro. I gotta go to bed,
now,
man.
Looking at what
I'm not young anymore.
Activating this very early just to trigger
You
the ult. I'm all about it
youngsters
because Karova
can
did
do
pull
that.
early. It's been a century since we've seen the boundary. Kendrick gonna
I don't even get to sleep in. If I end at 3 a.m., I'm still waking up at 9. That's the same amount
Rallying
of
up the
sleep.
troops, though, is going to be Crimzo with the freedom charge. Is it going to be enough of the freedom as the Sioux is trying to find their own freedom back away? Xanthos cannot get away. Sending them back together is going to be Jitward, though, and they're following up on the tail ends of Mask and their own freedom charge. You're down to less than 10 seconds, and Crimzo has done what Crimzo needed to do, and it's isolate the problem. You find one strategist, and then you find Zatex. You talk about the stall potential, and there's no survivability. It's just a matter of time before Sentinels get this first checkpoint.
Yeah, good job here, just resetting, calming down.
Wait,
the
MP,
mess,
you're
the
42?
Gonna go find the Sioux once again. Xantho just trying to stay alive from Crimzo. Crimzo going off like crazy.
I didn't know that.
Finds the health back to no avail. It's gonna be now Xantho finding the grave again. Crimzo putting the team on the back. A sustain now. Dogman finds one, the other. The points are theirs. They used everything to hold it. Overtime, not a factor now. Somehow still keeping this thing alive. But
I don't even know.
That was so hard. And we even saw Kendrick, by the way.
I don't even know how these teams have any energy.
And Cozy,
these guys
I'm
have
like,
to be tired,
okay,
bro.
I like this. Thankfully we make some switches here because I was going to say, don't stick to the triple strategist if you are getting countered at this point. It barely worked for that first checkpoint. It really was crucial to get some of those early picks from Crimzo. He really helped out the rest of the
yeah, I forgot they're gamers, bro. They don't wake up till like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. True.
I agree, Vic. 100%. 156 and counting. We'll see how the.
I'm 48, old AS. Now, bro, 48 ain't even old, bro.
Eyes on the thigh. It's going to go ahead and throw it out there right away now. It's going to be on the Monster Hulk. Even the big guy's distracted. Trying to rotate over. 247 and down.
You getting sick?
Nice job in the finish of Xantho. Able to heal up the Hulk and get the flush and the slam dunk on the Crimzo.
Usher now getting some revenge, too. onto Zaytex. Back to the spawn room gates as Jitware with some love off the Sen jersey, by the way. We have to pinpoint that. Is gonna have that 1v1 duel. Amazing comes out on top. The deflect comes in, and Cart, after being able to carry so much of this weight through his punches, he gets the bubble down. Santos gets the invisible boundary, and Sentinels, they're waiting and they're hungry because they have everything to throw in the kitchen sink.
The strategist shackles are off for Amazing now as the Devils ready to be let out. Right there with the dance the butterflies. We'll see 55 seconds. This is such a tough point to cap.
Age is just a number, man.
In perfect position now.
Yeah, a lot of people say that. A lot of them are also in jail.
Wow, fantastic job. At this point, Kendrick just ulting not at the right time. Maybe just
see, I think
this thing going, but it does cause Flamay to do the
White
same.
Fox
once you trade, it's
horrible.
Yet again, it's going to be such a close mirror match here.
That's Kurova getting harassed, by the way, once again from Jitward, and then looking at Zaytex. They're over there. They just dive on it. The extermination team to take out the Zaytex, but the dance of the butterfly now comes in from Yusher, freedom charge from Mask, and when Zaytex comes back around, they'll have their own dance of the butterflies. That's a big pick-off. There is no sustain left from Sentinels. They do not have any of the strategist ultimates.
Perfect play at the nick of time comes the Merc with the mouth. And the finish, great bubble there from Car, keeping the team alive through the side ult. Zaytex with the exclamation point. Time has run out. It is 1-1, folks.
Bro.
We're going all night here in the
No.
Yeah, we won this time around on their map choice. Museum of Contemplation still proves to be one of, we lost best maps. Talk about the Cart Hulk, though, Cozy. I think we'll probably get a Hulk ban following up.
No.
Yeah, you know, it's like they were able to get that through. That's why their protectors come there a lot of the time for the Hulk in the second half.
Do you want coffee? No, coffee's
Absolutely
horrible.
disgusting
Zaytex,
with the 15.
41-8 on that Psylocke, bro.
You sure did well there, but it was once they got rid of that tank pool, it was just a bit of a different story. Yeah, picks were happening, but it seems like the whole team was off and was not able to recover from there. Either way, though, it is 1-1. This is crazy. We're late in the night. We're having a great time here. Don't go anywhere. We're going to take a quick
Cozy. We are not having a great time, bro. You know what? I'm having a great time. Chat, look. I'm almost level 94 on my fishing. I'm almost level 94 on my fishing. We're almost there, man. We're almost there. We are almost there, man. What did you just say? Coffee is horrible? Oh, coffee's bad. Coffee bad. Yeah, coffee bad. All right, here you go. This guy's here you go. There you go. Hey, I told you this stream was a 24-hour stream. Thank you for allowing us to have a full day of content. No. Why would I drink a Monster at 2 a.m. chat or any energy drink? No. Let me go up here. Actually, no. Let me go back over here. Jay's getting cranky. No, that guy was just. Are you talking about the? No. Oh, Axton, you can make it, bro. You can make it. What? This nerd. I can't anymore. Good night, everyone. No, you can do it. Just do it. Smack yourself. Wake yourself up and... Oh, yeah. I feel good, man. I feel good. I feel good, bro. Wait, what happened? Where's TTK at? Yo, what's up, TTK? Bro, TTK, I'm gonna break down your guys' games, bro. I'm gonna break down that. I don't know what you guys are doing, but ban Elsa. Once you guys ban Elsa, that is good. That's the first half of your games. I don't know why it took you 4 weeks, almost a whole month to realize you just got to ban Elsa. I don't know who your coach is. I don't know who's doing your bans. 4 months it took you to realize just to ban Elsa to win a game. What else am I talking about here? Oh yeah, stop putting what's his name? Their other DPS player, chat. I'm blanking on it. Self. Stop putting Self on a support character. Put him on DPS. When he's on DPS, you guys do so much better. And run 2-2-2. Stop trying to. What are you guys doing, bro? When I see you guys play every single day, you guys have every day you guys have a different play style. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
I think that Sentinels going with their own pick, they should be able to go back to their strengths here.
Listen, I love 100 Thieves. I love you guys. You guys are awesome and a bunch of friends, and I want to watch you guys. But when you guys play, it makes me want to like rip my nuts off.
Demons, and they're always playing through the night. Sentinels, Crimzo, you're getting old, man. Can you play the wee night of the hour? No, but seriously, I think it's going to be fun to see as this thing continues to go on. I do like the pick on the map. Definitely, I think, is strong for Sentinels. Going back now forever. This is a map they always go to when things get a bit shaky.
Me too, Jay3, and I don't even have nuts.
But again, I think the pick ban phase is going to look a lot different for sure on the protection front. The cap is still definitely worth the save, though, Vic.
Yeah, I think we even saw like.
Also, TTK, I text you.
On, Hall of Jolly, so I like how
that's crazy. You didn't even respond to me. I said you did good, kid, and you left me on read. You know what?
On the captain, we've seen
you guys got what you deserved.
Out from Crimzo. It's
no, that's fucked up.
But I also think there's just been so much control of CC, whether it comes to dealing with Cart, getting these stuns, jumping back over to the strategist.
Oh, you're home already? Hey, W, I bet your dad missed you, bro.
Woman. So are we also gonna see maybe a Doctor Strange, man? I keep wondering.
Whoa. That's
whoa. You only have so many
100 Thieves.
Right? The Psylocke is obviously a problem, so you have to pinpoint where the Psylocke is. You go over to the Emma Frost.
They literally came in like what, 4th place? Brother, relax. Not the worst.
Still having their way with the strat back line.
Well, I do wonder, Cozy, do you think there is any extra pressure on Sentinels here because, yeah, we lost the unsigned MRC roster that's coming through, that's shaking things up, whereas Sen, partner team,
I woke up to VP losing.
To get further in this tournament. When does that start being piled on their shoulders here?
That's when you woke up?
Gonna be under it
you got to put in the work, man.
Yeah, I mean,
we're on a 17-hour
stream. Yesterday, he's like, yay, not last place. Like, I think they're happy with where they've gotten right now. But also, yeah, I mean, like, even Fox said, hey, it's going to be a 3-0. Like, there are expectations from them. But, hey, this team's going to lock in, and they're not going to let that quick dream die so soon. Gaskin.
Well, it's going to be Sen on the attack. Yeah, we lost. We'll be defending first as we move over to map 3. Can we see Yeah, we lost take the lead?
I wanted to ask you,
maybe
though,
take Sen even further into this best of 5.
Why don't you guys ever ban
Vicky Kitty and
Elsa?
Vicky.
Like, even Virtus Pro, considered one of the best teams before today, I guess, banned Elsa, and they still have Sparker as DPS, bro.
As we are in the location. Wakanda, the name. Gonna be now the Elsa ban up top. Making sure Yusher still not gonna get that comfort pick. Gambit on as follows. And look at the priority they give now to Dongmin getting that tank pool.
I love how you also brought up like the late night power up because literally it's true. Whenever I'm playing Cozy, I'm just so honest. I'm like, all right, here we go. Time for the unemployed lobbies here, and we gotta get set up and ready to go though, because that's not something that you could say when it comes down to the pathing that these two teams have had to take to get exactly to where they are. Because remember, $50,000 prize pool. The team that wins out of this will be able to move
$50,000 prize pool, bro.
Find themselves in that 3rd place spot with 1K extra compared to whoever falls in this series. The Daredevil is going to be protected. I like this because, once again, it's another one of those Hall of Jalia. You get that information. I also think the Van Pool protect from Sentinels goes crazy, but with Yowie Loss having the same potential since it's not banned out for them, it's another scaling opportunity for them to get more damage output.
No, that's a great point there, Vic. And with this next set of bans, it's funny. They're going to go with the White Fox, right? It's like, okay, you tried to save that early now and you used it on the tank pool. Fine, we'll get rid of that. Right, amazing. What else can you flex into? If it's the Ultron, I think Zaytech can handle that just fine and dandy. To save themselves, going to go over to Kendrick's side of the White Fox. But there is the cart ban. The only way to stop Hulk isn't bullets. It's banning him.
Hey, yo. Dogman, I hope he's here. Hopefully he'll be able to
Emily,
come back
by the
in
way,
together.
if
But
you
I
want
do
to
like this
sleep, I
decision.
can
We were
stay
talking
quiet.
about the impact
Are you
that
going to
Cart
bed?
had. Obviously, Psylocke is very easy to deal with. It's just about bringing that attention to protecting that back line.
You
But as
don't
long
have
as
to
you take
stay
care
up
of the
with
Hulk,
me.
that's
It's
another,
2 a.m. We
damage
might not
follow-up
be
that you
finishing
can
till
just take off the
3.
table. The Jeff as well, as we know, Jeff is very good on Hall of Jalia, and we've seen what YWL could do when it comes to the flexibility of this back line. The Jeff Protect, though, now
I'm not
goes
going
over
to sleep, but
Sentinels
yeah, you're
because,
welcome to stay
once again,
quiet.
not
Oh,
surprised,
okay,
we're
my bad.
probably going to see the triple
sorry.
just roll out from Sentinels.
I'm sorry. I'll shut up.
All right,
Wow.
last save. Yes, the Jeff. And the last ban to follow. Now, yeah, we lost. Has gone with a couple things here. They're gonna Star-Lord is a pure ban Usher. Nope. Gonna be
Ban
Raimi.
Jeff
So this
and
is the
save
Raimi
Jeff.
card
Very interesting.
at this point, right? Gonna get rid of the Fox. Gonna get rid of the Ultron flex pick as well. So does he go? Interesting. So maybe Mantis here has been a lot of the comfort. If not, taking the strat shackles off and just going pure duelist. A lot of options. Daredevil was shown at the end. I don't think they're too afraid of that. Right, taking his time for a second.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay,
Even
you're
Cozy's
totally-
mad, bro.
totally-
No.
All right, you know what? Remember what I said, Cozy. It's Vicky After Dark. Whatever happens after this is not my fault. But you know what? With these pauses, hopefully they'll be able to get everybody in. You know, we were making the joke too in our last pause that it was Jitward. It was actually Crimzo. So just bring that note because, you know, we can't even put everything onto Jitward, even though we see it sometimes from his own respective stream and in that first map. But hopefully we did see that Dogman may have a connection issue. So we have to make sure everybody is loaded in for Sentinels because, guys, in this last series of the day in Americas, it is currently tied 1-1 apiece. We are nearing Demon Hours, 2 a.m. almost here for the East Coast. I hope the rise up because this is going to be another good
Oh,
it's like 2 a.m. I raise you 5 a.m. Vicky, checkmate. Yeah, no, I think what's to me gonna be interesting too.
Kingsman.
You know, so as we don't yap on.
I appreciate the massive raid, my friend. Absolutely insane, bro. I am 17 hours into this watch party, bro. You did not need a host me, but I appreciate it. I am gone right now.
Through that lower bracket and continue to
I am
refine and reshape
gone.
themselves. And what we saw at the beginning of the playoffs.
How you doing, Kingsman? Hope you're having a great day, man.
And you know, I'll be honest. I actually really like that pick and ban phase. Like, even if
I am not watching Asia, bro. How you doing, Tasmo? I am not watching Asia, chat. I am going to bed after this series.
Go over to the Mantis, then you get damage boost on the table, and then you'll be able to help, hopefully, enable Usher a lot more because that's been another shutdown that we're seeing a lot. Is Usher's not getting the impact that Usher needs to
I
get
appreciate the massive
when
raid,
there
man. I
may
hope
be
you had a great time.
Damage being put out onto the side of YWL.
That's a good point, Vic. And with the way that this
I'm going to bed.
with the picks
must be
and the
nice,
bans,
bro.
I feel like Dogman
Let me
on
know
that
how
cover
it
pick,
is.
though, is
Sweet
definitely gonna
dreams.
give them plenty of at least the moxie that they need to go in and clean this. It's their
Appreciate
map,
it, appreciate
it's
it.
their decision
Koi,
moving
appreciate the
forward. If they
massive
can
gift
continue
and
this
stuff, my
thing
friend.
on. Either
Appreciate
way,
it, appreciate
we face a 2-1 Vicky. I will buy the full winning team new routers. It's on me. I promise.
Yo, Cozy's having fun with it, bro. He's I will buy the whole team new routers, bro.
Yeah, we lost.
We
Sentinels. Maybe,
for the people who have not been watching, this is our 8th pause because of someone's router keeps dying.
Find out more, guys, though, thank you so much for your patience and sticking with us in the late night hours of Marvel Rivals Ignite. I love the fact that we've been able to see such great action from the teams here in the preseason, and even noting maybe some changes before we start off in our stage 1.
There should be a rule for how many pauses happen,
coming
bro.
Into the action, it has been just a complete playoffs of 3-2s and every team testing the limits. I think we have a good idea of the top scene now, right? Obviously in the 1s and the 2s, but it's this whole cluster of the middle of the pack that in the preseason before with the predictions we had no idea.
Is it someone else's
idea
internet
what the
this
team
time?
looked
That
like.
sucks,
Getting a
man.
much better
I
picture
will
now,
say on the
but
same
also
side,
not really,
having
because if you
internet
put
issues in the
matches
middle of a
back up
tournament
again,
have
it's
to be
gonna
one
go
of the
to
most.
You know what bugs me though, Cozy? When we were sitting out
Annoying
on your podcast
things in
together
the
with
world,
Jay,
bro.
we were
It would
going through
piss
our
me
friends.
off if,
This is funny
like,
because
me
we
as a
all were
streamer,
looking
if I had
at this
internet
run of
issues, I am
Sentinels from
pissed
the
off
very
because
beginning.
it's,
yes,
you know,
we're
it's
implementing a lot
annoying.
more of these subs
It's
coming
like,
in,
it's
mirror, like showcasing what they got in store for us. Korova, the meta not being very nice to Korova in general, as well as the kind of taking that away from the triple strategist with the ultimate nerfs that we've had across the board. Honestly, personally, it could take another like 10-15% hits, but it still elevates a lot of these interesting micro plays when it comes to the damage boost and more.
There's
of a
no
dual
way.
side
There's no
of the
way they have
strategist,
Spectrum,
and not
bro.
just kind of hanging out in
If
the
you're a
back
pro
lines
player and
just
you have
healing. So let's
Spectrum,
see
you
if that
should
can
not be a
benefit
pro
them in
player.
any way going into this map.
Well, the Yep session is over, but not yet for the game. We're going to take a quick break and
I
allow
had
everybody
no. They're
to
going on a
get
quick break.
everything
Had
going. We will
internet
see you
cut out
guys
during a
in
job
just a
interview,
minute
and
to
that was the
continue
end of that
match
job.
number 3.
Really?
Don't go anywhere.
That's. I mean, cause you only make a first impression once, man. So if that was your first impression during a job interview, and that must suck. That must suck, bro. There should be a 3-strike system per game. If there's 3 pauses, if there's more than 3 pauses, they forfeit the game. Well, that's not really fair. What happens if a team celebrates and goes to Taco Bell the previous night and they have a match the next day and, well, everyone ate Taco Bell, so 6 people have diarrhea? You can only pause for half the team? No, bro. No one's wearing diapers, chat. No one's wearing diapers, bro. Oh. Emily, you want to take over the rest of the stream for me? They need to sync their diarrheas with 1 pause. Oh my god. Yo, wait, Loon X Marvel Rivals. Wait, is Loon X MR actually like the org Loon X? Yo, what's up, Bad Pachamari? How long? 17 hours. 17 hours and 3 minutes.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man.
I don't know, bro. Listen, if I ask the same question, chat, I'm delirious right now, man. I don't even remember what I did 5 minutes ago.
The hunt is on. 1,000 cuts.
Yeah, I completely forgot. When are the games tomorrow? Apparently the games tomorrow are 11 a.m. for EMEA, which we're gonna try to wake up for. Yeah. Can we get a sleep cam? Yeah, you guys want me to? I could do a sleep cam. I do have a blow up mattress that I can put in my room again, like I did for the subathon.
Let's make a deal. Peekaboo. So stealthy.
shower cam? No, I don't take showers, bro. Oh, I do not snore, I think. Emily, do I snore?
Eat your heart out, strange.
What do you mean you think I do? What?
Now's the perfect time to strike.
That's not me, that's you. I do not snore, but I remember a few nights ago, we were sleeping and Emily wakes up and she goes, ah! And I'm like, I wake up too and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Emily had a Charlie horse in her calf and it scared the shit out of me, bro. And I was like, oh my God, what the hell happened, bro? I thought something happened. Oh, my voice is dying, chat. My voice is dying. I'm sorry.
And we find
ourselves we're back.
Vicky, you ready?
Oh, I've been ready, Cozy, and our players are loaded in. Guys, thank you so much once again for your patience.
Oh, trust me, I've been drinking water all day, and I've been peeing 500 times a
MRI
day.
action happening in the background because let's get this game going. It is tied 1-1 apiece.
I drank
How
two
long
of these.
will this
I
go
drank
on for,
128
Cozy?
fluid
Take a look
ounces
again
today.
at the pick and
Oh
back. We
shit,
have
my
to
cam. Yeah, my
refresh
bad.
The viewers here who may have gone to take a break. Jitward will have access to that Daredevil. Xanthos on that Invisible Man mask, no longer on the
Jay,
board,
the
but
China
will be
game
on
started in
that
2 hours.
Vanpool.
Are you gonna watch party those?
Already
I should ban you for that.
Approach from Sentinels again. Crimson.
I cannot, bro.
An unorthodox pick there on the Venom. Didn't have great success at first on point 1. Different
Wait,
map,
why
different
did you
match.
say open that throat,
Like
Jay?
the
What?
attack first though, and Flamay goes down instantly to Jitward.
Chat, we good, bro?
Absolutely starting off this with heat and aggression.
Love the way that they're opening things up already with the Shark taking a nap. Yeah, we lost. Already holding on to this defense. Masks very close already to that Vanpool ultimate on the Banhammer, but coming out of the gates is going to be Flamay. Sentinels having to do something a little different. Amazing could at least keep giving them that information. It's going to be Vanpool ult for Vanpool ult. Who is going to be getting the
It's
hammer
8
first?
a.m. over here, and I
As
slept
Jitward's
like a
also trying to
baby.
harass
Yeah,
that
mods, ban that person.
Crimson does
Bragging
pick
that they
on
slept like a
Jitward,
baby.
and
Ban.
Mask is going to go and counter there. Can they dive in with it? That's an early ult now as they find more. And the game is being played on the offensive
Yeah, wait,
side.
why do they
Dominant.
have music playing still?
Now with the swap, this positioning. So what in the floating of the Deadpool there? Absolutely flying to the point, quite literally. Right, amazing finds one.
Wait, yeah,
and gets a
good
quick exit
ears.
as
Why
well.
do they have the
The
music play?
1-2, down goes the Devil. Do they even bother with the strange portal? It doesn't look like anybody switching, but you got the hero Jitward ready to get the stats going.
The
again on
tech guy
KD.
fell asleep, bro.
They did make the swap over to the Strange in the hands of Zaytex, who didn't originally want to swap because they were already very close to that ultimate, but they are going to be able to stall. It looks like the portal could come out in terms of timing thanks to Jitward rolling out on the Spider-Man. Jitward has done his job. I do not even know how he was still alive, by the way. Cart rolls back in together, and with the triple Vanguard and the double strategist from Yeah, we lost. They hold down the fort, but Jitward can't stay alive long enough because Amazing's upset as he finds a 2K and making it very close to the 3K because the health pack is not the insurance policy that he was looking for.
But they somehow are holding on. Zaytex on the point. Yeah, right. Amazing said, you're going to try to target ban me? I'll show you what's up when I let the
Same
Devil
here.
out.
I
Now
slept
Flamay
like a
fighting
baby. What
Xanthos
about
down.
you,
Nothing gonna
Jay3?
connect from there, but down goes Zaytex and the last efforts of attempts. They were able to keep this thing on as long as possible.
I'm fine,
Just
bro.
a
Let's
minute
go.
and 47 seconds. Quick work.
I can't wait to
Says
co-stream
Rye.
China too, bro. Let's
Dusts off the
get
baton
it, bro.
and
Come on.
pushes forward card into point number 2.
I'm fully awake.
All right. They do it. Right, Amazing. Right, Amazing is mowing down the lawn in unison, wall climbing alongside Crimzo, who's got the Feast of the Abyss. You sure? Also with the reset on the Ensong Inferno. Right, Amazing's got them in their line of sight. They're diving together. The Feast of the Abyss, allowing Xanthos to go down. Right, Amazing getting
Chat,
enabled.
you guys can't
and
go
it's
to bed
gonna
until I
force
go to bed.
out
Come
the
on,
White Fox
stay up.
ultimate.
If I
Is it
can do
gonna
it,
be
you can do
enough
it.
As the sun comes in, and Jitward has found
on.
the strategist. No survivability, as Sentinels have noted that, and they have to try to stay alive. Banhammer coming in, and it's going to be Yeah, we
Ooh.
lost. Who fall? Dogman finding Kendrick next.
Yeah, they've just shown it. When Dogman can play the Merc, they just are such a different team.
Have a
and
good night,
what
Koi.
a crazy pickoff
Koi,
there
you're
in the
done.
back line. Down goes Kendrick. The reset holds. And they picked this map for a reason. Comfort pick. Many times before. Crimson splashes down quickly on the opposition. Soft dive going in, but the Galartrock's going to stop it quickly as well. Crimson brought right back to the point that
Wow.
he started at.
He
with that
got
Galartrock coming up
Galartrock and
completely
didn't even
empty.
take any
Zaytex
damage.
wants that one back. ready to fuel another monster shortly, but look out for Yusher, legend in the making, up in the air. No counters at all.
Zerx, you should
they will
definitely
not
go
be
to
able to
bed
get
now.
it in time.
It's gonna be hard here too, and Raimazing's also close to letting that double out. Nice sustain here. Korova just trying to stay alive. Jitward doing everything that we hate when it comes to being a strategist and dealing with a Spider-Man, but the peel's there. The banhammer is put onto Yusher. Having that sustainability comes in clutch. Dogman putting down that bubble. Raimazing separating the rest of the team and following up together with the Venom. This is the follow-ups that we've been waiting for. Oh no, the back line cannot go anywhere. Backs against the wall. Raimazing and Crimzo are the duo we like to see.
Who needs legendary when you've got a couple legends? And it's just so comical that they went after Raimazing's heroes. And it's just like, okay, leave me the devil.
I'm sorry
you
to
don't
hear that,
fear it, I'll
Zerx.
make you fear it. Late into the night here. In 4K, no vision needed. Bam. Objection slams down Xantho out of this thing, and that's going to give them plenty of space, far more than the 1.3 mm they need. Korova with a ult, maybe to give survival. Don't know if they needed that, but hey, why not? 3 minutes, 25 seconds.
I feel like Cozy's getting a little tired too, bro.
Now going over to the lawyer.
Cease and desist, though. And now it's going to be Sentinels. Walk in the park. I mean, with the invisible Korova, by the way, they're not going to get as much progress on the cart until he melees and goes out of invisibility. But the dive in as the assassination comes
Cozy's
in,
just saying things. Cozy probably turned off his head and they're just on autopilot, bro.
The insurance policy
Just
that
let
they
the
paid
words
for,
come out,
just
man.
negating a lot of that damage, getting the sustainability and the reset that they needed. Thanks to Satex following up. Then you try to dive back in together, and yeah, we lost our hungry. They're out for blood, and Jitward's upset. He came out originally on the Spider-Man, makes a swap over to the Daredevil.
Yeah, they will not play the game you want them to play. They're always going to keep this aggression up and ready. You're going to go tag Crimzo. Hey, if you want to hang out by us, we're going to keep on pushing you into that spawn. 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Even though it seems like Sentinels have kind of firmly won this multiple times, Vicky. Yeah, we lost. Is doing great in terms of the time available. Jit, we're pushing a little bit too far. Xantho's got that ult, maybe doing a back defensive invisible boundary. And once again, coming up empty is the Apex Predator. The powerful ult finding nothing. Raimazing, though, going to go down. His cart doesn't have the Hulk, but has the Venom. Has all he needs as the Legends in the Sky pop. Xantho, though, keeping them nice and healthy. Oh, mask! Oh, my God! Goodbye!
Oh man, I didn't see it.
You're
What
gonna
happened?
do that right in front of
Emily
Matt's
brought me
face after
tea
he had the
with,
banhammer,
hot
the
water with
answer
tea.
all
I mean, hot
along.
water
I
with,
really like
honey.
the positioning that we are seeing from Yeah We Lost, even getting a little Venom v Venom violence, but being able to hold the split position, hang out to the high ground, and also we're getting more information. Crimzo does get caught.
Star-Lord
by that
got
trap,
full
but they have
booped.
they have some ultimates to work with here.
Yeah, it's the nighttime hours, Vicky. Here now as the Daredevils are trading blow after blow. Who's going to win the Battle of New York? It's going to be the man, Crimzo, as now quickly, what a way to deal with it. Hey, you know how you get rid of a sticky Venom? You just bring him right in your own spawn. Delete that quickly. But I got to say, Vic, they burnt 2 minutes off this thing. And to boot, if you look at the ult rotation, right, they're going to have Kendrick, obviously Jitward. Zatex will have one more Apex. And just maybe you'll get the show from Xantho. So I do give favor a lot here to Yeah We Lost a hold.
Yeah, that survivability, but Jitward would also be able to let the devil out. It's up to Korova to not go down, having the invisible boundary ready. Raimazing too, who he's gonna activate it. The dive comes in, and it's Raimazing versus the world. Dogman then follows up, no sustainability, make it another head, and Dogman gets the 3K. Can we see the 4K, or will they take it from him? As Cart gets taken out. Raimazing, Dogman, together with Crimson, who had made the swap over
Have a
the
good
cap,
night, Benzie.
are gonna be able to lead the charge.
Now giving them no time to breathe as Zatex up close to the Apex. Now looking at it, this Crimson ult's going to be huge though, Vic. They're going to have to peel their absolute dead bodies off this to get this W. Now Zatex going in. He's ready. Hungry missed 2 before, but the biggest, most important one can be now. Doesn't need it as 2 go down instantly. 14 seconds. Sentinels are falling at the worst time possible. Down goes another. Vicky, the hold is coming in the form of the neutral. Cart finds another portal coming to play. 3, 2, 1. It's going to be a little too late. There goes Crimzo, but everything's ready.
It's okay. Crimzo did his job, though, and the job was to force us into overtime. He may have gone down, but the portal is waiting to taxi him
They're
along.
playing on
it's
Season
the
7 patch, not
as the portal
7.5.
placement also can help play around the line of sight from the back.
W lagging.
They have to take care of Zaytex. He is literally playing ping pong right now. The Daredevil tag at the other side of Sentinels. We're on the other side of the portal, and Mask clears out another. Flamay gets hit with an anti, and no bodies left from Sentinels to contest to the point to get this to the finish line.
Oh man, I'm loving Mask here on the Deadpool too, right? I mean, the Tankful play
I appreciate it. I love you, Jay. I have to give you props. You're so passionate about your community. I love every moment of your stream. Thanks for being awesome. Hey, appreciate it, my friend.
Was a
You're too kind. You're too kind.
Right? Like, it
I
felt
hope.
Like 1 and 2 was just continue. It was the.
I'm not trying to
show
sound
at
toxic.
times,
I
but
hope.
they were just stalling that thing consistently.
Full hold. Full hold.
And that was with a lot of time originally when they were able to get
YWL wins this map and then Sentinels wins the next one. Chat, remember the name Rip the Dream, because if that actually does happen, you're banned. I do not want to see a match 5.
And it was all because I feel like, at least within my own respective games, Cozy, once you find yourself staggering right after you get that second
Jay, is your
checkpoint,
XP bar low?
Yes,
my XP bar is very low. My life energy is also very low.
Some on the high ground, some on the low ground, waiting for some of these ultimates to be unleashed. And a very expensive fight for Sentinels. It delayed the inevitable, but they got it very close to the finish line. We have to see how Sentinels does now on this defense.
Absolutely well said, Vicky. Now, yeah, we lost. Such an aggressive team. This was the pick of Sentinels to hold down the fort, to advance, to get their shot, to get to that grand finals. This is for 3rd place minimum.
I should get some gym
Everything
salt.
on the line
That would
here
be really
in the first
funny.
playoffs of year 2
Oh my
of the
God.
preseason. Egos, money, org, reputation, everything you want here as Yusha in the sky. Doing some quick scouting. Dogman staying
Just
perfectly
blink
still.
a
Nobody can
bunch.
see
It's a
him.
bunch of small naps.
As long as I'm looking at this wall.
Ranked time after 24-hour stream. Yeah,
Fading
no.
the goat, trying to get the isolation off the bubble, putting in the pressure. Can there be a follow-up? As Amazing looking at them. Dogman, though, gets away with finding Zaytex after isolating the heals, thanks to that bubble originally. And he survives, by the way. Amazing isolates Kendrick, who wanted to push up. They see what's happening up on the high ground.
True.
It's Daredevil.
Listen, I love
v.
match
Daredevil, and
5s,
after
chat,
they
but not
take
like
the
this,
court,
bro.
they
Not like
take Jaguars
this.
to the spawn room gates.
Yeah, that's for sure. Objection. Amazing popping off. No question about it. That was absolutely crazy and perfect way to shut down any momentum. Now looking at it, Mask has this at least can open up the opportunity. I think if they're going to go ahead and use it, try to throw it there on Kurova. That will open up something for the team. Vic, they're going to go ahead and use this upper ground, but Dogman ready to respond in the same. Looks like they're going to go here and there.
I do not know
Oh, the band hammer. It's Daredevil
where
going
the
up.
lands are going to be.
Trying to
I
find some
hope
connection.
one of the lands are in
Dangerously low.
China,
Gotta
bro.
keep him up.
China
He's not
is
gonna be able to make it. Yes.
amazing.
Flip did survive. Are you kidding me?
Talk about survivability, by the way, with the Animal Crossing back line here.
Oh,
Flamingo,
no.
committing click with
Oh.
Zaytex has clicked
He actually
on
got
Crimzo
that
right
killed.
before he can hide away behind the
W.
wall. Xantho trying to stay alive. They want to have this dance off. The survivability is right around the corner for we lost.
Wow,
and while
Zaytex is popping
having
off,
a
man.
highlight reel, the Elsa diff is real here for
That
themselves.
means
It's not
it's
like
not gonna
Sentinels
be a full
can walk
hold.
on Elsa on their own.
Caught the pixel on Crimzo's shoe on that frame, Vicky. Now holding the W, and this is what's so crazy. Even though Sentinels did so well, like 4 minutes, 39 seconds. That's
Oh
an
yeah,
eternity
that's
for
so
the team
that's
that
so
just
funny.
got
The
the win
host,
back again.
Gaskin, is
Able to
probably
come
full
back
like
quickly
full
after
on
the
asleep
domination
right now,
loss
bro. He's probably
earlier that we
he's
saw
probably
in this
just
playoff, doing
sleeping.
it yet again. Snowflake out. Xantho very aggressive. Gonna lose Kendrick early, and now forced to play very awkwardly. They're gonna have to. And honestly, the space they have, Vic, is quite a lot because Zaytex is just farming in the front. Somebody, one of the tanks, have to peel up and try to deal
Listen,
with it.
it is tied 1-1 right now. I want whoever wins this round to just win the next one as well. Whoever wins this gets my
a
vote
little
to
bit
win.
Of revenge, and with Crimzo falling incredibly low, just having to back away.
That's
this
who
kind
I'm
of
gonna
builds up
cheer
even
on
more
for.
Space for we lost to push up on, but Sentinels reclaim the point for now on this defense. There's still a lot of time though in the time bank. They've marked Crimzo, Flamme floating around on the the Rocket Raccoon. The Sia is activated here, ready to unleash. They put it down. Crimson gets frozen. He stays alive. Talk about a clutch
It would be actually pretty cool if YWL made it to the finals, yeah. But you do have YWL, if they do win this, will go against Team Liquid Citadel. I don't think we're going to see Team Liquid Citadel lose. Whoever wins this is not beating Team Liquid Citadel at all. Yo, Chin, appreciate the massive raid. I hope you had a great stream.
Santos to fall afterwards.
Yeah, now just falling kind of awkwardly, right? Because falling like they have is just introduce the stagger, get back together. You have 3 minutes and more. But look out, Devil ready. Mask trying to get some poke rolling. Like the approach. Maybe go with a soft dive. No, here comes Crimzo going for it. The Xantho immediately gonna pop ready. And my gosh, the dash up and the quick finish. Stay off my strategist, yells Zatex, putting this game in his own hands. Vicky, this has just been perfect mechanical play.
Makes you wonder if you could have the CC changes right now and what it could do, but that's not the patch we're playing on. Assembling the troops after Kendrick catches Dogman and also deals so much damage onto Crimzo, who's trying to navigate away, who also gets caught with the Feast of the Abyss. Cart in the form of the Venom together with Zatex. They are mowing down the lawns of Sentinels.
Gamer hours, Vicky, the 3 AM buff. It's here, it's now. Did you even see someone got stuck in the Diablo trap? Like, look at these
like I said, chat, whoever wins this gets my vote.
Man. Just always giving room and space for
and
them to play around.
I don't know what
Zatex
has been taking.
It's working. Life at this point now, low, and is not going to be able to escape. Goes down as well. 3 minutes, 40 seconds to push. Vicky, so much advantage here in terms of ult, in terms of how it's rolling for them, forcing now a lot of adjustments.
Thank goodness. I was about to say, like, this
Who won between Swamp Gaming and Team Liquid Citadel? Swamp Gaming. That was a good game.
Yesterday, but Flamme and Korova, they understood the assignment. They make the swap. And Yusher, the fact that we're seeing more Bucky too, by the way, Cozy, has been interesting. Because once again, like, they're not playing on the most recent patch. Yusher's going to roll out to see if he can get some resets in. Dogman too. But the Glartrox has other plans. Thanksgiving came early and everybody is feasting. Thanks to Zatex delivering on the table. Cart is taking some dessert though with him.
To be honest with you, Sentinels not banning
oh my god.
Elsa, it's their fault, bro.
Play. Now you've got the show
Sentinels,
ready to go.
I mean, you sure does not deserve to lose.
Well. This is going to be a deletion. Like, they have nothing to deal with this whole W like you've been doing. They have nothing. This is going to be complete domination of Q's press. Xantho, Jitward have it ready if needed. Dogman getting low. Zatex has been farming out. Don't let him drop. There goes the show. Up and ready. Damage boost to follow. Doesn't need it. Dogman, goodbye. Visit the spawn 2 meters away. Once again, going to be Daredevil out as well. Vicky, this is going to be their map to claim. 2-1.
Wow.
Is moments away.
2-1, bro. 2-1.
Trying to find more Cart. The Fox, everything is out, but my gosh, somehow, some way, Flamme gets out an old Korova to follow. There's double madness.
Yeah, but when Flamme had used the God of Mischief and the Eternal Bond, 3 of Sentinels still went down. Yusher couldn't even get the reset off of the Kraken impact, so it didn't get the impact that I wanted, but at least it allowed the stall to happen to allow Rymazing to get this pick and to stop the assault that YWL has been putting down. Letting the devil out, though. Is there any holy water to hold him back? No, there isn't. The follow-ups from Rymazing as Sentinels successfully push back YWL. They still have a minute and less than 50 seconds on the clock.
Yo, that's 2 for 2. The Cozy Curse exists, right? It's like it looks so done, finished, and in a way, Sentinels fight back. Feels like that was down to the overtime, but still 2 minutes on the board. Plenty of time for YWL to continue to farm. Would have liked to see more aggressiveness there because Sentinels had nothing at that point. Instead of being reactive, that comes down to the ult tracking. Either way, though, you got 1 minute.
Whoever
24.
wins this has the J3 backing
Apex Predator
to
gonna
win.
Be huge for Zatex, who's just been hitting them all. Crimson with good rotation, and there it is. Gonna go on the more survival in there for the Dogman ult.
Rymazing taking a quick trip, but it's fine. The rest of his team, though, trying to help him out. He gets taken out by Zatex in the process after he was 1. And yes, as you mentioned, Kendrick is going crazy. The back-to-back. Are you kidding me? And no reset once again from Yusher. If you're going to swap over to the Bucky, you need to get this impact. You at least get the grapple. You stop the push from Mask. And the fact that Sentinels have been able to reverse this when the number advantage was still in YWL's favor is crazy.
How is Sentinels holding this, bro?
Insanity, but I mean, no one's even spawning because you're getting deleted. How did they stay alive through that? Crimzo, my God, are you kidding me? And now at this point, 32 seconds, Vic, all that advantage vanished away. This would be a whole.
Wait, whoa. For as much crap as Bucky gets in tier list, he still gets
Feast
still
the
he's still
Abyss.
in pro play a lot.
Absolutely hungry for more. Kendrick has the
I wouldn't say a lot.
To get in online to follow. Mass now farming quickly. Going through that cooldown.
That's like saying you see Spider-Man a lot in pro play. No, sometimes. Jitward,
We'll see if the feast
or
comes with it. Powers
someone's
are
coming
his.
back
It's gonna
on
be
Spider-Man.
Filleted. Got a mischief coming out. Here comes Cloak and Dagger. Mask in the trade. Becky, everything's going.
In the form of Flamay and the God of Mischief, they have to keep Korova alive to get the next set of the Eternal Bond because the survivability is here for YWL. Sentinel's gonna have to dance off. You're gonna be able to have the Banhammer on. And you find Flamay. Korova doesn't have ult yet. He's almost at 99. He has to stay alive.
Talking
he
about
pops
this
it, and the overtime ticking
stream,
down
how long
keeps
it's
him
been?
alive.
17 and a half hours.
Actually keeps us going together with the sustain. You cannot miss these shots. Zaytex is dancing on him. He's moving. He tries to take the 1v1, and Korova with the
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Are not bowing out just yet.
Oh
When the world
my
needed
god,
them the
dude.
most,
How
it is
did
Usher on this
Sentinels
Bucky,
win this,
and
bro?
together with the survivability
How
from
did
this
Sentinels
backline
win
goes-
this?
Loud noises, Vicky. We just shout. It was just. I mean, there was absolute chaos all over. And
How
the
did
Beast
they
of the
win
Abyss
that, bro?
Coming in
It looked
with
like
the Glartron,
what do you call
it?
it?
Didn't even look that way. Didn't matter. Talk about bending, not breaking at any
Wow, it looked like
moment.
YWL was
That was a
winning every
statistical
single fight, and then they
impossible
just somehow.
that they
Wow.
continue to have. Look at the stats.
Wow.
Hey,
Wow.
go ahead and
Wow.
target ban
Wow.
Amazing one
Wow.
more time. Disgusting.
Wow.
That is
If I was Zaytex,
27.
I would be pissed off
Final
for
hit,
losing that game.
22 for, like, Zaytex,
Right, Amazing
honestly
popped off
could not
as well.
have done more.
44 and 15,
Thankfully,
27 final hits. Wow.
Animal Crossing backline. I mean, I'm screaming crazy. I'm probably gonna have a noise complaint soon here on the East Coast, guys. But the fact that we have Flamay and Korova cycling through those ultimates. Korova, by the way, living at like less than 30 HP and getting the Eternal Bond when he was like at 30 HP at 98% ultimate is what saved the day. Together with Usher making that
Okay,
stuff over to the Bucky. Sure,
I
if
am
the resets didn't come out. It's fine.
cheering
It's dealing
for
with the threat
Sentinels,
that is
chat.
Zaytex
I
from
want
afar when
Sentinels
Amazing
to
cannot.
win because
Yeah,
if
and I
they
just
win,
didn't like,
then this
to be honest with
stream
you, some of the approach that they had
will
with
be
the
done for the
ults, I
night
mean,
till tomorrow.
Unfortunately, every time they were ready to like do the game plan, Flamay with the ult yet again to carry that potential and that momentum, or Sentinels. It's like they always had that hero moment. But man, something's
Thank
held
God
on to
you're
a
always
bit long.
wrong.
Either
No,
way, it is now
no. I just
2-1.
want to be
Sentinels
right
game
one
away
time in my life.
from at least getting third place or higher. From last to third, what a story. But yeah, we lost. Looking to fight back. Don't go anywhere. Quick break, and we'll be back.
Quick break, chat. Quick break. Quick break. Okay, let me get something for my throat. Give me a second. I think the break's gonna be like 1 minute, chat. I mean. god, Bubba.
Welcome back, everyone, to Marvel Rivals After Night, because we're going all night, baby! We're back in because Sen somehow, someway, they get it done. I didn't think it was
Oh
gonna
my god,
happen. I thought
Vicky
YWL
is
surely
dying, bro.
had it. Don't worry, Jay. I am still awake and thriving because I've got to support these two incredible commentators we have. Vicky,
Wait,
Cozy, you guys have been crushing it, and for good reason. This series deserves
Wait,
it.
did he
How
say
on
Jay?
earth
Wait,
did
wait.
Sen just pull that off, Vicky?
Corova live, man.
Wait, he's
I was
awake?
screaming my head off, but I was literally looking at the survivability, and on paper, honestly, if that God of Mischief did not come off, then Corova
No
would not
way, bro.
Because he was still a little far out.
I didn't even know this guy knew who I was, bro. I thought he...
To close in that point, and yeah, we lost with the swaps that they were dealing with from the Sentinel sides. Zatex was able to just run amok in the backline. Imagine if we didn't see a Bucky swap off. Even if you weren't hitting those shots, it's splitting the attention from the server admin Elsa.
Cozy, do you think that this might be it? Do you think, yeah, we lost now, that might just have crushed them? Because, you know, they had it. It seemed like the game was in their hands and they let it trickle through their
Bro,
fingers.
I like this guy. He's funny, bro.
They get the choice of map. Surely now
He's
they're gonna try
pissing off the casters, bro. I love this. I love this guy, bro.
Either way, they're definitely gonna take this to a map they feel confident in. Hell's Heaven is probably my guess.
Hey, if he is watching the stream, I love this guy. I hope he shows himself in here, bro. This guy.
Listen, I mean,
I didn't know who he was at first because he was new this preseason and whatnot. He's funny as shit, though.
At this point, I've already assumed, like, my stomach has gone into survival mode. Like, I'm just trying at this point to watch some peak rivals, and we're getting that at the very least. Vicky,
my butt hurts. Yo, TTK, what were you?
Continued to show the clutch gene.
I'm awake though. I'm awake.
I'm
awake, bro. I'm awake.
17 hours. Space at I think 50. It's like the watch parties, the fans. We're all just watching cinema.
Absolute cinema, and I think that, you know, we deserve getting these map 5s. We deserve to
no!
I do think that Team Liquid Citadel, who are probably
we don't deserve that 5s anymore.
To watch these matches, might be saying, actually, perhaps we should do this in the morning and watch the VOD instead, so we can actually get some rest. Because remember, these guys who are playing late into the night here, and they're gonna have to compete again tomorrow
go to
in
sleep.
the lower finals. Because remember, guys, we have lower finals and grand finals going down tomorrow to conclude our preseason playoffs and find out who will be going into stage 1 as the #1 team in Americas. At the moment, it is Swamp Gaming who are waiting in those grand finals. Cozy, Swamp Gaming probably feeling pretty good about themselves after their performance today, and they're probably watching on with what's happening here and saying, actually, the more games that happen, the more tired everyone is. It's even better for them.
Yeah, seriously, able to get the full rest. They don't even have to do the VOD review because it can look live here at the results. And yeah, you know, sometimes, you know what's interesting is the lower bracket gets that warm-up game in because, you know, it's going to be quick into then the grand finals.
Oh, man.
Like, we've seen that happen before. Like,
not going to lie, when your throat's hurting, bro, hot water,
you know, the bench.
and honey,
they kind of go back and forth, too, right? Because the teams that may, like,
feels
really
a lot
come
better,
out,
bro.
Actually feel really warmed
hot
up.
water
But the
and
fact that we
hot
are
water
going
and
onto Hell's Heaven,
what do you call
Cozy,
it?
you just mumbled it right now. I mean, Hell's Heaven being the choice here for Yeah We Lost is them feeling right at home.
Why is your throat?
Yeah, honestly,
bro,
just
I've been
Hell's Heaven coming in here, I think that this is going to be a
for
fun
watch
one.
parties
I love watching this
for
map
50
for
hours,
many a reason,
bro.
but I think in particular we've seen Yeah We Lost do some crazy things here, and wouldn't surprise me if we go back and forth,
Valen,
into
appreciate
a
the
map
massive
5
12
to try
months.
and define this series between these two teams. That being said, Sentinels, of
Relax
course, will
your
want to try and
throat.
get this
No,
one
bro, I
done in
gotta
full, so they don't have to
defend
find
my
themselves in a
titles.
position where they are just trying their hardest in that final one to stay awake, let alone win it. So they've got to get it done here on Hell's Heaven. Cozy, if you had to pick one player from both teams to watch going into this map, who would it be?
No question. Cart on domination was not it on the first map. Going to be watching Cart and the impact they have and how they protect and ban it on the opposition. Will they have...
Oh, Vaudable, I'll look into it, but usually I don't do these long streams, bro.
The Amazing Plan is not it, right? So those are the two. It's the Vanguard shows that got it done in the domination. Lock in, chat. We got another one coming, and I am excited. Who do you think, Vicky, to watch?
I feel like right now, you're
see
making
this.
the swaps necessary and like sneaking around. We're seeing a little bit more Bucky has been a big deal because
I'm
you
sorry,
should
Jay.
get a
Oh,
really
don't
big
be
pick
sorry,
off
bro.
on
I
Matt,
think-
and if Matt is going to not come off, then that can
I support these two equally. Had it some way. They all night. Welcome back, everyone, to Marvel Rivals After Night, because we're going all night, baby. We're back in because Sen somehow, some way, they get it done. I didn't think it was going to happen. I thought, yeah, we lost. Surely had it. Don't worry, Jay. I am still awake and thriving because I've got to support these two incredible commentators we have.
Bro, I love this guy, bro. I love this guy.
We're gonna go ahead and get the Yeltsin ban
What's-
on the other side.
bro,
Is
what's
this
his
like- I
name
think
again,
this is a
chat?
Is this a Hulk save, or do you try to protect Jitward
I
at
love
all
this
costs?
guy, dude.
But I
This
feel
guy,
like-
he's funny.
Okay, all right.
He is funny.
This
What,
guy's
Gaskin?
continuing to give
let me
Zatex
see.
the
Let me find
Yeltsin. Why
his
not?
Twitter,
He's been
bro. This
popping
guy's
off like
funny
an
as shit,
absolute
Gas.
king.
I'm honestly surprised that the first ban wasn't the Elsa, but you know what? The next Protect probably would have been the Daredevil, and if that's not something that Sentinels wants to deal with first, they take the Gambit off the table, but then you have to imagine what this next Protect is going to be because they want to lean into their own strength, and Rhymazing was going crazy off the Daredevil, but they want to pry
think
out
this is
the
him.
Vanpool that you had mentioned, Gozy.
Absolutely. I mean, with that save, it just really allows this team to open up. And it's like if they go with the Hulk
funny,
ban
bro.
here right
He's
after,
funny.
it's going to be very interesting on how YWL try to decide what to do, especially now being out on what Jitward is comfortable with, Gambit being banned on
I
their
love
side,
him. What's his
doing
name
the
again,
same
bro?
song and
I
dance a
listen.
bit.
I don't.
Let's
I
stand up.
can't even. My brain's not
like
working
you
right
go-
now. But that was funny. Like,
Daredevil,
listen, if
after
you
what
could make me
Rhymazing
laugh
did, is the recency bias going to show? Yeah, we
at
lost.
almost
Looking to take
3
this to game
a.m.
5, and it starts massively with this pick. We knew the Hulk was going to get banned there.
Yes.
I said to watch Card now. He's
That
stuck
guy's
on the
good.
Venom.
I
Things
like
gonna
it. I
change.
like it. Hey, welcome to the
Thank
Marvel
goodness here,
Rivals
too.
family,
Like,
man.
They knew that Cart was a menace there on the Hulk. When they took Cart off the Hulk, they had a lot more success in restabilizing.
He's
Again, we
probably
even saw
sleeping in the
Jitward get a
background,
lot
though, man.
done With the Spider-Man at one point, that's obviously not going to be a
Okay,
problem,
chat.
but it's about the
Wake
follow-ups
up.
that could come
Wake up.
together
Wake
with
up.
Cart
We
and
have at least
Jitward,
another,
very
like,
similar to
hour,
what
bro.
we've
Come on,
seen
wake up. I'm
between
good.
Crimzo and Rhymazing, and
I'm
then
good.
Dogman in the back harassing them
camera.
with the Vanpool. You want to keep enabling the Vanguards of Sentinels. The Jeff on Hell's Heaven, we always see too, Cozy, because the environmental chaos will be flowing on a map like this. The Mantis ban next, so you do not want to enable the extra damage output that Sentinels could put down.
Yeah, and what this does too is because Jitward likes to flex on over to the Venom, when Cart has to play Venom at this point, right, it just kind of throws all of their flex options off. And I think they know that, and they've studied that from previous bans on other opposition teams. Gonna get the save over. Xantho is hovering the Jeff, but typically Kendrick would play. But Kendrick doing such a good job on the White Fox, right? Unless this is the ban on the Fox.
Oh, I
This is
see
probably
you.
what- I mean,
Oh,
because
I
Rhymazing's just
see
gonna play
you.
Fox on their side.
Oh,
He could
almost
also, like,
18. I
flex over to
see
the
you,
Ultron,
bro.
right? 'Cause that's
Who
something that
told
lost
you
in Prio.
that
But
I
on
thought
Hell's
you were
Heaven, right,
sleeping,
you have a
bro?
lot more priority that you could take when your forehead's touching like a ceiling, but there's also that verticality to play off the platform in that round here in Hell's Heaven. All right,
Someone-
guys.
you got
Sentinels
shooters
are
everywhere,
currently
bro.
sitting at match point. The Jeffs are going to be singing like they're in the orchestra here.
That
We're
is
gonna
funny,
see what
bro.
These itch Jeffs are going to provide when it comes to
Trust
the
me,
counter
if
picks
I was a
onto these
host and
invisible
my
boundaries
cast
that you can
and the
expect,
casters are
Corolla
going
is gonna
off,
be
bro,
rolling
I
out
am
on
sitting
that
in the
invisible,
background
and
like
the
I'm
Vanpool is
sleeping,
out here
chat.
too for Dogman, but the same cannot be said
Until
about
the
YWL.
until the
I'm also wondering,
until
like,
the
will
what do
we
you
be
call
able to
it?
see
Until
Mask,
the
although we
producers
do
are in
see
your
him
ear like,
having
hey,
that
wake up!
priority on the
Oh,
Mantis,
well,
that damage
welcome
boost.
back to the
You know,
channel,
Mask
man.
has had a lot of success on the Thor.
No,
No,
hey,
straight
Vaudable,
point to your
Gaskin,
Vic.
and
As the door's
Ship
about
was
to
here
open up,
earlier, and
again,
Cozy.
we
Yeah,
kind
you
of
guys.
expected this.
Hey,
I will say from
I
Jeff
will
Lost
say-
side, what an
Marvel
I mean,
Rivals has the best casters.
Have you seen the
You
Jitward
got-
Fox?
it's funny.
No. I was gonna say like
You guys are killing it,
look,
man. You
if
guys
only,
are killing
if
it.
only we could have like the black cat, you know what I mean? But obviously we can't play on that next pack. But no.
That was the energy on the interview against YWL. No. Yeah.
I think
Anything you
I think
fear?
it's
No.
because
Yeah,
Marvel
I
Rivals
think,
casting is really hard too.
Like I said,
Usually,
that definitely makes some
like
of the
Overwatch,
competition a
chat.
bit
Overwatch
weird.
is a little slower.
With the
You have like your
flexibility
play
they
by
have. But
play
you know
and
what?
your
I've
color
been wanting to see the
color
Deadpool
casting and
play
everything.
more.
But Marvel
From
Rivals, I
Jitward,
think you have two
especially
play by
within
plays.
Domination oftentimes never plays it here.
This game is too
But man,
quick.
Domination just already helps Deadpool in the way that the level up goes with the XP. Portal opening up. It's Kendrick on Strange. I love Kendrick on Strange. A lot of fun plays to be made, but here we go. Crimzo leading the Avengers, that is Sentinels, into this battle. 13 seconds to count.
Yeah, W casters. Oh,
Kendrick said,
YouTube's getting kicking
"Release
ass over
me
here,
from
man.
my shackles." Coming out with
surprised
the
a lot of you guys are
Doctor
even
Strange
awake.
Plays themselves, and I love how they were trying to get ready with
What's up, Loner?
We're now coming out. The duelist
Okay.
pool.
Sorry,
having
chat.
some
Let's get
words
this.
to
Let's get this.
say.
Let's get this.
Sentinels now just taking their time before getting onto this point. It's finally active. Yeah, we lost. Are going to be able to get it for free. No contention. And Sentinels are just going to allow them to walk over there.
Is it actually bad that I do think we're going to a match 5 because yeah, we lost has Elsa?
That we saw from that last map is insane.
My gosh, just absolutely free real estate, giving them the zone that oftentimes takes so long, jumping off.
Dude, we're going to a match 5.
To the spawn, not the stagger. And at this point, what an absolute start to this.
Bro, I feel like I'm slowly drifting into madness. Like, at the beginning of this, I'm like, please, let's not go to a match 5. And now I think going to a match 5 is so funny. I think I'm losing it.
Dogman's got a family. Crimzo clapping back though onto Matt. That's going to be big too because you're just going to delay the inevitable. I mean,
yeah, Zatex is actually dominating right now. He is literally popping the F off.
But Mantis, it's going to be tough. But Kendrick's still holding
I
the
will
front
say,
line.
I don't think any of these teams are beating Team Liquid Citadel, chat. I think we're going to get a repeat of what we saw between Swamp Gaming and Team Liquid.
What is going to always be a huge Agamotto there from Kendrick. 56%.
Also, Vaudable,
yeah,
EMEA, bro, I don't know. I do not understand how Virtus Pro lost.
Is an absolute big double
I have no idea.
Just both good night, and that's going to give everybody else room to breathe, even though they did get a pick.
Also, Navi rolling Team Heretics, bro. I don't understand.
Running for their lives.
Oh, no way. And the communication, too. Look who was ready. It was Card. Even without all the kills
How did VP lose? I know why VP lost. I just don't want to say it because I could get in trouble.
Now, yeah, we lost. Have these 3 ultimates.
I'm going to say it anyways. I think Virtus Pro lost because Saipei, instead of focusing on his...
Do you hear that, Vic?
His scrims and stuff, he's queuing with you in ranked TTK.
Yeah, we lost. Will not go down without a...
You're distracting him. You're a bad influence.
Venom going to go ahead and slam the mouth as Crimzo finds nothing. Jitward, the Deadpool, who has been rocking since the preseason, finds Yusha. The big pick, the damage is gone, the picture is taken, and just like that, slicing, dicing, the sushi has been made. Freshed up, served, ready, hot.
Dude, the iframes off the selfie, too, to avoid getting eaten by the itch.
Wait, Saipei only had 1 hour of sleep.
With a highlight reel. The sustain may not even matter because, yeah, we lost are just out damaging Sentinels. Where is the foundation for Sentinels right now?
Yeah, it started from the get, right? I mean, just free point here. You can have it, and they never let go from there. Yeah, they definitely... It's crazy, too, because I feel like if you look at kind of what they were able to play
If Saipei actually had 1 hour of sleep, that is actually very bad.
Really lean towards what Sentinels had.
Bro, I don't think that's professional at all. Sleep is very important, chat. Especially if you're competing, bro. Sleep is very, very important. Like, look at TTK. He hibernates for 16 hours and only wakes up as he skips the pre-warm-up. He only wakes up when the ban phase is happening.
You're gonna have the Glartrox for this
His dad gets him into the lobby, bro.
Kurova would be like the closest one to the Eternal Bond for this first fight. But if anything, if I'm Sentinels here, it's all about the poke pressure that you could put down, try to enable Yusher, and just try to see if you could bait out some of these ultimates, because it's going to be tough, because even with the Feast of the Abyss from Cart, that's going to be the anti-heals, unless Crimzo could go in for a crazy play off these walls.
Yeah, listen, guys, there's so many great Jeffs in this entire tournament, but Xantho
I remember when TTK was on my team for the Boger Bash. He was late to our pre-warm-up because he was in the shower. I was like, hey, yo, we have scrims. He's like, yo, I'm in the shower. I'm like, what? We have scrims.
Up on the top. Now, Sentinel's going to have to force to adjust and play their game. Looking forward and up. They're going to pick their exact moment to jump in. And there's the Soul Resurgence, and they're going to take full advantage.
Hey, what's up,
pushing in heavy.
Yes, sir.
Look at all the cues ready
We're almost done. We're almost done.
Love. And they're coming up.
We're going to a match 5.
Full.
We're going to a match 5. How do you let
Elsa
get through, bro? How do you let Elsa get through? It doesn't.
And what I like even more is that they barely had to expend much. It wasn't expensive at all. They only used up these 2 ultimates to cycle through.
All right. Yeah, that's a good point. What they had to use to get that, not a lot. Just feels like complete free real estate yet again. Hope they make the cut, though. Goes Jitward going in, diving. Gonna go and try to get every reset. The pressure is maximum. He's 1v6ing Vic. He doesn't care. It's
what
is this?
What is going on, bro?
God help.
I think I just got car sick right now. Yeah. He is going. He's playing a different game. That didn't look like Marvel.
You know how
Rivals, it's just a
crazy it would
Jitward
be
game
if
instead.
YWL
But
actually
Rymazing
did
and
end
Usher,
up going to the
despite getting
finals,
their
chat,
heads
and winning the
bounced on,
finals?
come out alive, and now it's up to Zaytex to back away.
Actually,
'cause the
no.
number advantage
Who
is in
sent
favor for Sentinels
YWL
reclaim
to the
this
lower
point.
bracket? Was that Swamp Gaming?
42% though is a nice little cozy opening.
Or was it
Especially
Team
when you can
Liquid?
line up the ults to follow. Kendrick
Was it
ready for
Liquid?
the eye.
Oh, yeah, that game was
Vanguard's
pretty.
ready. The
Yeah,
players I wanted to
the
watch. Card,
skill gap between Team Liquid
Dogman,
Citadel and Yeah We Lost was actually
Crimzo.
incredible.
Vanguard's got it done in Dom the first time. Quick little spray in the Pierce. Xantho and friends going to go ahead and rotate over as the map changes. Hell's Heaven. Map pick 4. Yeah, we lost. To get this thing to match 5. The full combo wobble comes out. Dogman barely escaping. Forced to ult the banhammer to stop the madness.
And getting rid of those walls here too. Zaytex with a damage boost. The Groot hard to meet them. Crimzo sets up the wall behind them. And
Oh,
Usher
Sentinels is
pops
showing
off,
a little bit of
finding
life.
two while they're at it. And Jitward trying to back away. Sure, the survivability may not be there, but you have to worry about the sustain in general too. When Xanthos gets the itch. Jeff, who's going to be a victim here, and he's going to come up on it very shortly. But I'm really looking at Rymazing and Flamme. They have to get something going when it comes to rotating through these ultimates.
Yeah, the eye of Agamotto was closed there, completely shut. Kendrick didn't get anything off of it and then fell right after. So tough look, and just like that, Sentinels snapped their fingers and Thanos snapped the point right back to them. Card
Marvel,
with the feast.
Marvel Rivals updates
We
always
see
take,
Zaytex, though,
take a
trying
bit.
to use. Oh my gosh, absolutely
You sure?
disgusting neutral. Quick finish on the Monster Piercer. Dogman, though, does trade get Kendrick out, but watch out for Zaytex trying to find their opportune moment. Here comes the Glartrox and finds at least the one. How is Dogman in there even after the iframe?
He finished it right at the very end too, and then now you have the group hug here as Mass is going to be able to move together with the Soul Resurgence. Now you get the dual pool ultimate, the reset coming in.
Oh my
from
God,
Usher
what
to
a
knock off the
save,
head
bro.
Of Xanthos, making hot sushi out of the shark. Crimzo claps back here, gets the back and forth after Flamme finds himself back in his farm room
Sentinels
gate, but
win,
the number
Sentinels win,
advantage
Sentinels win,
retains
Sentinels
as
win,
Sentinels with
win,
more bodies
win,
on the point are nearing 99%.
win,
Has
win,
this not just
win,
been the story
win,
of the matchup between them
win,
two, Vic? It's like it's
win,
looking so one way,
win,
and then Sentinels
win.
real time.
Yes,
find an
Fortnite,
answer in a
Fortnite.
way.
We
The
love
group walls
Fortnite.
close
Chat.
it down.
Win.
And we
Win.
find ourselves stretching
Win.
this thing to
Win.
the limit. Yeah, we
Win.
lost. Face elimination in the playoff run. Let me remind you, coming from the MRC, introduced as the Rooks, going against the Vets late at night here in the America scene, folks. Can you ask for anything else?
Are you
Besides
not?
sleep, Vic. I know,
No,
besides
I am
sleep.
not. DTK,
Listen,
bro.
you know
I
what?
gotta
guess
watch
you
these
kinda
games
go
tomorrow,
inside
man.
with my current
Yo,
schedule.
Hard
I'm
Stuck
trying to
Platish
expose
on
myself
YouTube
to
with the
my
massive
ladder
10
around
gifted
this
subs. Yo,
time
YouTube
around,
is
but you know
actually
what?
popping
That's
off
rough
still
when
late
work
at
is on the
night.
table. But if anything,
Couple-
yeah, we lost. Have to get
Absolutely
to work
crazy, my
because they're
friend.
gonna have to
Appreciate
figure
it.
out what they
Hard
need to
Stuck
change up here.
Platish,
Again,
you're
I don't think it was
insane. I
enough
can't believe you
sustain.
guys are
Jitward
still awake.
was playing a whole different game, giving all of the viewers whiplash here, jumping on heads, and then looks back and the rest of his team is gone. I think the way that
Oh,
Sentinels
I'm
have adjusted
lagging,
was
bro,
beautiful.
with the
And
massive
even
5
Flamme
gifted
does want to
on
roll out on this.
Twitch.
You get a little bit of that
Absolutely
damage
crazy.
boost on their own,
Appreciate it,
basically like a
appreciate it.
discount Mantis, if you could
Massive
say.
W,
When they don't have a
massive
Mantis
W.
or a Gambit to add.
Yeah, 2 notes on that. First, I've definitely seen you on at 3 a.m., and I think it was last night. Secondly, I don't know how Jitward did not, die in that madness, and it's just so hard to hit Deadpool when he's bouncing
Okay,
on the
let's
head,
see this.
continuously throwing down the damage too. But
Come on,
Jitward
Sentinels.
immediately delits. Hope he makes the cut. He finds the slice. Flamme. Goodbye.
Sentinels.
That was such a
When I
fast
cheer
hit,
you
and
on,
the
that's not
aggressive
supposed to
nature
happen, bro.
continues for, yeah, we lost.
Again, letting Mantis and Elsa go through is a choice, but that's what happens. It's about a lot of that damage impact, and they did use up that portal just so that way they could have the positioning advantage. Kendrick taking a huge chunk of that damage on purpose too, just so that way they could try to enable Xanthos to get that invisible
stop
boundary
cursing
together with Zaytex rotating in. Jitward still harassing them while Rymazing has something else to say. The kitty's got claws as Rymazing takes the 1v1 versus Mask.
All right, now Dogman going with a quick ult.
So you're
Going and
telling
put
me
the
whatever I
survivability
say,
back
the
instead of
opposite
banhammer.
happens?
Gonna get slept from downtown, though. Zaytex hitting that from across the map. Again, noted Zaytex
Oh
with that
no,
Mantis,
I would really
setting up a
hate,
different
and I
look
really
here.
don't want
Sentinels
Emily
take
to
this point
start a
back,
bath for me,
22%
and
disrespect
I
here. Oh
would
my God,
really
Rymazing almost
hate
fell to
if
the
she
7th
doesn't
member.
rub
Yeah, we
my
lost
back
a wall
and my
slide.
feet.
So to stay alive through it, Vic. Anything can happen here late at night. But if you look at what they've got ult-wise, definitely Sentinels are set up for some success here.
They don't know. They don't know who's behind that wall right now. The push off. for Crimzo. Yeets out the nade.
Yo,
He's
that's
got the
actually
true
wild, though. Yeah,
Will they
great
be
great
able to have
point,
anything
chat.
to
Sorry, I was
counter,
memeing too
though?
much.
Flamay
That's
very
actually a
close
great
to the
point.
God
Why
of
did
Mischief here.
Zatex get
Crimzo
off
together. Good
Elsa
follow-up. Cart
to
has
go
a piece of the
Mantis?
abyss. Yusher, though, gets the reset. Diving down
Like,
here
don't-
is gonna
I think
be
triple-
a
it's
lot
triple
of
support.
damage
Triple
up
support's
there.
always gonna be
Yamamoto's
strong, but-
blind. It goes huge. It finds 2. It stalls out right amazing, and the Kumiyu unleash. The
Like,
Flamay
he was
saves the day.
popping
Looking to turn
off on
bomb.
Elsa. It doesn't make
Paving
any
the floor
sense.
Here, purple.
If
Yeah,
anything,
gets the
I
Night
think
out of the fight
Jet
immediately,
War
but
should have
with
been
that
the
second
one to
life able
swap.
stay in it, so no value from it. Yusher then pays the price, or throws the price over to Zatex going down. Jitward, though, trades, gets Yusher out of here, and here comes the damage. Katana's at max. Golden Katana's keeping
Wow.
them in this playoff, Vic. Slice dice Kendrick out. Oh no, Sentinels doing it again. They're handling the chaos that Yeah We Lost brings match after match, Vic. Does this not go full circle?
This is how it goes. This is a set no way. Right, amazing. You can take all of his flexibility away. It's fine. He'll still make it work no matter what.
I hate
and
moving
again,
maps,
being
bro.
on this
I
white box
think
has had so much
RNG
impact in trying
should
to
never be
enable
in a
the triple
competitive
strat that
environment.
Sentinels feel so much at
I
home with,
hate-
but they
I
use it
don't
for
know if you
logic
guys
too,
share the
because
same
if you look on the
opinion.
other
I
side, it's gonna be straight
despise
neutral
moving
play until
maps.
Kendrick pulls up with the Eye of Agamotto.
The
Hate 'em.
definition of calm, cool, and collected amongst the chaos. Jitward, though, here he goes. LFG slams it. Banhammer on an aggressive activated Kendrick with another eye ready to pop. Yusher, though, quick with those Phoenix hits. The ignite and the explosion. Kendrick with the eye inside. Gonna get right amazing. Once again, though, in the Ninetales form. Out again with the pop. Down goes both the strats. Only right amazing remains.
Oh.
Recap 24%, 99 to 24, Vic. Coming down to the wire.
Okay,
keeps
Sentinels needs to go
sealing
in, do a
the
dry
Century
fight, bait
back
out some
in the
ults,
spawn
go
room
back in
gates
with
and
all their
Saints
ults.
getting
Chat,
that finishing
we're
blow.
coming.
It was a
Hey,
matter of time,
we're
but at
coming down to
99%
the
in favor for
decision. Do
Sentinels.
we go
They
to
have
a
to
match
make
5
God
or
of
do we
Mischief.
go to bed?
Yusher has a reset
Which
opportunity.
one is it
Crimzo
going to be,
calling out a
chat?
pesky
Which
fly
one is it
before
going to
they
be?
try to pull
Bed
Crimzo in, just trying
or
to
match
isolate
5?
the heals onto Kendrick, who wants to dive back down again. And yeah, we lost of all these ultimates to work off of.
Oh, okay. Xantho throwing up the shield there with Flamay going towards them. Good rotation, though, from Yeah We Lost. And stay alive through it. They're hunting. You can feel it. Zatex with the damage up on himself. Putting the tape on his back. Hits a headshot. Are you kidding me? Absolute perfection there. Xantho finds another. It's the strats getting it done by themselves.
They don't need any help necessary right now. They're forcing Sentinels back into the side room gates, and they are making more of this stagger happen. It's just Crimzo, unfortunately, just looking for a reset. Let me out of
Look at
jail,
the ults,
please.
chat. Look at the
I'm
ults.
taking
Look at
my
the
walk
ults.
of shame, but Matt
Look
has
at
other
Yeah We
words.
Lost
That's a
ults
huge
and look at
delay.
Sentinels ults.
I mean, you can't make it up. When
I
their
think-
backs
I
are
think
against
Yeah
the
We
wall,
Lost
they've all the
wins.
support they need to
I
come
actually-
out swinging, folks. Will Yeah We Lost get eliminated?
I
or
think
bounce
Yeah
back
We
to
Lost wins. I think we go to a
stretch
match
the
5.
limits in match 5. Piece of the Abyss. Hungry Cart is no available Hulk.
Oh
Jumps in.
my-
They find 3 immediately.
No
97, 98, 99.
You heard-
Time ticking
you
down,
heard
back to the
Vicky?
point.
No
Here comes
way.
The portal. The counter portal from Kendrick. He's looking for it. What are you waving at? Dogman just trying to stall. Do their best. Flamay on the stage. Vicky, here comes the portal. He's just waiting at this point. Dogman staying alive. Jumping on the heads. Are you kidding me? How is he
Dude,
alive?
Dongman?
Match
Oh my god, bro.
We're
Dongman
going
was
all night,
holding
folks.
that down. We're going to a match
Cancel
5.
the portal? Oh my goodness. Dogman did everything he can, but this is even better for the chapter of Yeah We Lost. Let's get this going.
Bro.
We were expecting it. Game number 5.
Yes.
Yeah, Jitward is your MVP.
I'm just. I'm
You say
just
something?
blown away. I tell you what, I knew it. I
You're
read the script.
laughing?
Match 5, we're
No.
here. Listen, whether it's late night, early morning, rivals, playoffs, American scene delivers. None of these teams are willing to go home lightly, Vicky. And you got to say, even on our end, yeah, it's late, but it's late for them too. And just being able to be locked in, to have the passion, to keep
Pull
that
up a sleeping
through all the
bag.
adversity. Jitward with the MVP. How perfect. Y'all, it's match 5. Don't go anywhere. Don't fall asleep now. We're going to take a quick break and be back.
This is crazy, bro. This is crazy. This is... Ay, 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 ay. Okay, chat. I'm gonna go pee real quick. I'll be right back in like 5 seconds. 5 seconds. She? Bro, I went to the bathroom and I was walking back to the chair and I almost fucking fell. I almost ate shit walking, bro. I can't even walk right now. Oh my god, Boba, you scared me. Jesus Christ, man. I'm so jumpy right now. Jesus. You saw him? Jeez, bro, I can't. We're blaming Boba. Did you not see it? Bro, Boba's a crackhead. Hey. See this.
Guys, I have to apologize for absolutely nothing because we've got a map 5 on our way again. We wouldn't have had it any other way, would we? It has been a day full of map 5s here in Marvel Rivals Ignite preseason playoffs, but that means we have to conclude this series eventually, guys. I mean, we thought it was going to happen with the back and forths, with we lost getting to pick the map, but at one point, Sen had control again, and there's just a turnaround, gets flip-flopped on its backside. Vicky, do you think that now going into map 5, anyone has an advantage?
I think Gaskin... Oh, sorry, not Gaskin. Gaskin is the only one that really enjoys this because he's not the casting, he's just hosting.
It is the seesaw back and forth.
Cozy and Vicky are the ones who are like in pain, and he's like poking fun at them, and it's funny.
Watch this tomorrow. We'll figure things out, or they may not have to, because after we talked to Energy, he's already feeling pretty confident after looking at the competition that they have ahead of them.
Oh,
so
is Gaskin not
really good practice for YWL and Sentinels, because no
is
matter
he?
what,
I mean, it looks like daytime in his room. Is he?
But guys, the fact that we've
from
had
EU?
basically 3 back-to-back game 5s in Americas.
He's from EU, and he also works for the NA Times.
And you heard him in the interview as well, saying that America's, he believes, Fox believes that America's is the best region at the moment, and we'll have to wait to see that get proved once we get to international competition as well. But one thing we know is this match kind of feels like the best of the rest for me, because we've seen how evidently far ahead the first 2 teams are, right? You've got Swamp Gaming, you've got Team Liquid Citadel. They are at the very tippy top. Everyone else is trying to catch them up at the moment, and what a fantastic chance you put yourself in if you can win this matchup, get to lower bracket finals, and then get that match against Team Liquid Citadel, to get more reps, and also to prove that you are maybe closer than some may think.
He's from
do you have
so
a
wait,
favorite?
he's from UK, but he lives in NA.
Anything in terms of a prediction, because this is very impossible. Most people have probably lost all their channel points by this point.
No, there's no there's no match after this. Is there another match after this? I can't believe these games are so short.
They fossilized over. It's done. Those are cooked.
Ban them.
Yeah, predictions on the matches.
NA has been going for almost they've been going for 9 hours, almost 10 hours.
And it's funny because we lost as a team I've been going with over and over, and they've come back and bounced back. The only reason I'm giving to Sentinels is if you've looked at their journey in the lower bracket, it has been literally best of 5 NRG, I believe. I don't remember, it was so long ago. But it was 3 best of 5s to get to this point, and they kept on winning at the last moment. Will in a way. They always found the way, and I just think they do here again.
Where there's a will, Where there's a way, where there's a Vicky, there's a cast going into the late hours of the day as well, Vicky. Everyone, by the way, appreciates the hard work that both of you are putting in. I'm just going to say that outright, whether it is all the viewers or the watch partyers. So we do appreciate you guys going into the late hours. But someone has to win this whole darn thing. And I'm sure the players at the moment are feeling it.
True.
And it's about who can just lock in at this point. Because as you said, these guys, they're gamers. You know, they've been in this situation before where you're up in the late hours of the night. You get your coffee, get your Red Bull, get whatever energy drink you want. You just got to make sure, because this is a big moment. It's not about just playing for top 3 and getting a match against Liquid. There is a lot of prize money on the line as well for these guys. I mean, and just preseason. That's what's crazy about Marvel Rivals preseason is the amount of prize money that's available for them before we even get into stage 1. And I do think that it's important to go into stage 1 with a lot behind you, with momentum.
45 seconds away from 18 hours.
Lower bracket final. We are going to end things, though.
I've done 24-hour streams
before,
yeah. One of my favorite
maps to watch, has to be said. Cozy, do you think that Midtown leans toward either team?
Yeah, funny enough, you know, Sentinels used to bring it a lot here, too. They love Midtown, the way it plays. They have great strategies cooked up for it. You know, looking over on
this technically could, and then no,
the group stage and bringing it to it. Sentinels try to bring it to Midtown.
What glasses are you wearing?
Up a win against NRG, ended up losing there. It is kind of their map.
I have no idea, bro. I bought these like a few years ago. These are like my old prescription, anyways. They're not my new prescription.
On Midtown because it really complements.
I'm blind, man.
Vicky.
Yeah, I agree because
in this state,
like
I will still whoop that ass in Mario Party.
That we saw, I believe Sentinels go to Midtown was
no, you wouldn't.
We also know what kind of team Swamp King
no,
is.
You wouldn't.
So that was pretty tough. But you
I would roll you and I would smoke you.
With the triple.
Wait, you're actually listening? Oh, bro, you can actually hear me? Wait, that means there's probably another pause. You know what, Cozy? Just because you said you kicked my ass, I hope Jitward and Dongbit DC another 5 more times.
Obviously, it has its benefits, but I do think with more verticality, Amazing will be able to take to the skies and also like break through the chokehold if you could expect a triple Vanguard hold.
Now, Cozy, we talk a lot about teams having certain preferences against who they're going to play and what playstyle they're going to play up against as well. Just to look ahead a little bit, before we get into the locks and bans, who do you think would have the best chance against Team Liquid Citadel out of these two teams? I'll allow you to discuss that as we go into the locks and bans. Guys, it's map 5. It has
We're
to
watching
end
Asia
here.
right after.
It's we lost versus
no. Lithium, appreciate for 41 months.
Who stands the best chance? You know, I think it's not the most fair question after last night, but I don't know. I'll be honest, guys. I do think it's rivals, and any team can have its day. I'll be there. I'm going to be honest. I know TLC's been crazy, but, like, get there. Just be there in the losers finals, lower finals, and you get a chance.
Sentinels, think what you're doing, Sentinels. Think about what you're doing. You're not banning Elsa. You're not banning Elsa. You're going to give the other team a chance to ban Elsa, ban something else, and save Elsa. No.
And we have to protect on the Gambit, by the way. This is the first time that we get to see Sentinels lean into the Gambit, the Daredevil ban 2. I like this option considering Daredevil not only getting that information, but having the wall climb, being able to get these resets, get out of the line of sight of the opposition so that way they can get heals.
Ooh, I actually like the Rogue ban. Okay,
Cozy,
makes sense, but they're going to save Elsa.
Everything on the table. I like how Gaskin, you know, hyping us up. Thank you guys so much for sticking with us. But I also have to give my props to these players because we've all been there. When we get our grind going, sometimes it can take a detriment onto your mental health and you could feel that your brain leaking through your ears. But this is two teams that are literally going back and forth with, yeah, we lost, getting a Gambit of their own.
Alrighty now, with the ban coming, yeah. I mean, you've seen such response in ways of plans coming. It's funny that the Rogue going to be that pick for them, allow the Gambits through, and that is just going to open up the chaotic floodgates that is already here in the match 5, right? Dracula had his way in New York, so you might as well let Gambit do the same with the Raging Royal. With the ban there up first, I just love it too, because
I wouldn't be able to get out of this toilet. Yo, TTK, bro, you good?
As well. Not everything can get banned, right? Look at them try to adjust quickly to the madness that follows. So one team probably going to get the Rogue and or Loki. Do you save Rogue here, right? Like you ban Rogue, take Rogue?
I
or
feel
go
like
Hulk?
Cart's going to want to... Yeah, Cart is probably have the flexibility on the Hulk, but they're hovering over the protect.
Oh,
on
wow,
the rope
Sentinels actually got the
themselves.
ban
That is
Elsa?
gonna be
That's
the
good.
option. I do like this, Cozy. You highlighted it perfectly. And yeah, we lost also taking some notes too, because we've seen the flexibility from Sentinels. They have been able to rely on that together with the Gambit. But hey, you know, you only have so many
Wait,
pick and bans. Let's
TTK,
say
bro,
for whatever
didn't you
reason
say
we
you were
roll
on the
out with
toilet
Magneto,
3
you still
hours
have
ago?
that
You're
team up
still
together
on the
with Gambit
toilet?
and some of that extra damage
You're gonna
boost
give
here,
yourself a
too.
hernia,
You're hovering
bro.
over
You're
the
gonna give
Hulk,
yourself
and
some,
since
like,
they did rely on that
blood
protect
clots in your
on the
legs.
Rogue, they get that out of there. Cart will no longer be enabled, and when we saw Cart on the Hulk before, we never got to see Cart on Hulk again
My
for like
ass
the last 3
hurts?
games.
Yo,
Yeah, I just think it's such
maybe
a bold plan.
maybe
coming in here,
it's,
mixing
you
it
guys
up
should
and
practice
kinda
more when you
laying
guys
all
are
your
together
cards
at the
on line, quite
facility.
literally, and I love it. From yeah, we lost. We haven't
Instead
even
of
seen
whatever
them
else
play
you guys are doing.
all that much Rogue. And if I think if Cart would have made its way through there with the Hulk, it would have been really dangerous for them because it's going to be most likely Mask on that, Cart on the Venom. But let's see your last band. Oh, I love the thing band here as well. So you're going to have Daredevil out of play. Amazing. How many times have we seen Vic Amazing
Top-
with games on the line going
top
to
toilet
hero mode
kid.
quite literally, and they've got the Daredevil for him.
It's been so many times, and I feel like, if anything, this is what you want to enable. Like, I'm just so happy that they banned out the Elsa, because obviously, like, the Elsa was just getting too much. But we also saw Zatex pop off on the sidelock, and with no thing on the table, I'll
Yo,
be honest
TTK,
here,
bro,
Cozy, like,
make sure you're, like,
Crimso thing hasn't really
the worst
showed
thing
up
you
for
could do
me,
is
but
go
it
to the
goes
bathroom for a
big
very
when
long time
you
and your
have
feet,
to
let your legs
enable
go to
your
sleep,
dive,
bro.
and
Don't
when
let
you're
your
dealing with
don't
a
let your
Venom
legs go
and
to sleep,
Zatex
bro.
popping off on the
And then you try to, like, walk
it
away
helps
and you
out
just
because
fall
what are you gonna
everywhere.
do? Go Emma, and then we've seen what happens even at the hands of like TTK, who pops off before on the Emma trying to deal
Also,
with dive,
I
and
will say
we've all seen what
TTK was
happens
at
there, right?
100
As
Thieves,
bowing out from
what do you
that.
call
But
it?
then you get to kind of
Facility.
feel more enabled,
It is
and with
so
Crimso
nice
being
to
on the
finally
group,
get
that's kinda
back
like
to your
the next
house,
best
probably
thing
sleep in
here,
your
and
own
just try to
bed,
put
and
down
also
those
use your
walls
own
to
toilet.
isolate the heals and
It
try
is,
to trap
and use
some of
your
these
own
diving
shower.
Yeah, I think
Oh.
Akura was plenty comfortable on that Gambit. And, I mean, just talk about the way that Mask plays as a player as well. I mean, I'm excited to see what they can do with that team up and all that dive potential. They're going all in, pushing the chips
Feels
in
bad, man.
on maximum dive, maximum effort, folks. This is your last match, unless there's a
Last
draw,
match,
God help us
chat.
all.
Last
But
match.
either
As
way,
soon as this
pushing
match is
through
done, I'm out.
New York.
I
it is
can't do the
Sentinels
interview,
on
chat.
the
I'm
offense.
out. It is
It's
3
interesting, like
a.m.
how they wanted to prioritize that ban on the Cloak and Dagger, because you have double Rage and Royal Flush now. Like, we'll absolutely take those on the win condition. It's about playing to their strengths here. Sentinels now already creating that space.
I'm not watching the interview, chat. I'm
Marking
going to
the
bed, bro.
enemy, though, and with
I'm not doing the
Jitward trying to
interview.
rely on the safety
I'm going
of
to
the
bed.
health pack. He gets healed back up. Amazing.
Listen, I love
Needs some
everyone,
help in
but
trying to get
I'm going
this
to bed,
dive
bro. We got to
going.
do this again
Crimso just
tomorrow.
trying to set up these walls together. They get the isolation, though. This is what I wanted to see. You overextend. Sure, it's a trade-off, though, but Yusher's
I do
back is
like
right
Rye
alongside
Mazing on the
spawn room
DPS.
gates.
Yeah, and that's going to give them on the offense
Wait,
much more room.
Rye
to push.
Mazing is on the
But what
DPS,
do
and
so well,
they
did
put
on Wakanda as
Yusher
well,
actually
Vic,
on the
is they
tank.
can just
Wow.
stay on
Usually
this
that's
point and be pesky and play
the
so
opposite.
unconditional there. Zatex with the quick hit of the shotgun.
Hey, appreciate it,
Building
Muffin.
up that ult as well. Gonna be Xantho first with the Raging Royal. If they're ult tracking right. Oh, deleted is amazing. They should be able to push in
why
this,
save
but now they
Gambit
gotta
and not
look
use
to
them? Both
reset.
teams are running Gambit.
Oh, God. Okay, this is what I like to see. Flamé is also very close to the God of Mischief, Crimso, with the Groot hug, but they are staggering out. Yeah, we lost Xantho. We'll have the Rage and Royal Flush, but Flamé, in the copy of Korova, will be able to match out with one of his own.
Yeah, so you're right. They're going to be able to match.
I've been
right
here
now,
since
Flamé
9
gonna
my
hit
time.
it.
Your
Here
dedication
comes
to the game
Raging
is
on
insane.
both
Oh, I
sides.
love
Can
watch
they
parties,
survive
man.
through it? There
Watch
it
parties
is.
are really
Ult
fun
coming out
with you
from
guys.
Crimso, no connection
Even though
there
I'm
as they're
very
staying alive.
tired.
Jitward ready to go as Yusher finds Kendrick in the back.
I kind of
There
woke
goes
up
all
after
that sustaining
Gaskin
support.
made those
What are you
jokes.
waving at? Wow, Card and Xantho, though.
They woke me
Can
up a little bit. They were
Korova,
funny.
and they get the double gambit.
The back-to-back,
Oh.
Zatex now
Oh.
uses the dance of the Cutterfly. Right, amazing. Just the fact that they were trying to cycle through this. I mean, Flamé was trying to get it done here with the Rage and Royal Flush, but yeah,
Is
we
Black
lost
Cat
with
good?
the isolation picks on the back line goes even crazier.
So crazy.
I haven't
mean,
played
they
her
hit
much, but
21
I think she's
jackpot
all right.
Easily there as now Zatex being pushed off in that front line. Here comes the Raging Royal. That's the best part about it. The Loki. Oh, close to try to get rid of that Gambit, but not going to find it now. Dancing in the top is the Ninetales. Right, amazing though. Gets the best from it. Finds one. Now two. Continuing on. Can he get three as the Fox slams down, trying to get the best of this Devil, but cannot get him out as Yusher trades Jitward out of here, and it looks like they'll be
Yo,
able to at least
does
oh my,
we
Max,
lost
push
know that they're
forward.
losing the point instead of spawn
Talk about
camping?
the Nine Tails. That ain't Himawari when you have
What
no
are they
backup
doing,
here.
bro?
Mask
Just die.
as the heartbreaker, but left alone is not where you want to be. Maybe to make some plays, and now at least with the portal, they're splitting their attention, looking right behind them where Mask is. The heartbreaker will be activated. Jitward, by the way.
Appreciate it, Sully.
Oh, okay, he teased us. It looked like he was swapping over to the Magic. He swaps over to the dual pool ban. Hammer activated here too, rather. As a dual pool ultimate unleashes, Yusher also forced to make the swap. Sentinels, after having the advantage, in my opinion, on the pick and ban phase, are falling apart, not even getting to that first checkpoint.
Yeah, I mean, I cannot believe this hold right now from the likes of Yeah, We Lost, who now Yusher finding best from Kendrick. Going to continue to farm out that White Fox. Card trying to survive through it, does just that. Jitward LFG into the Raging Royal as well as the Mascot. They push forward.
No, these guys are tired, bro.
Xantho
They
finds
have to
one.
be tired.
Continuing on this pressure, 30 seconds. If you're just Sentinels here, survive this, hold your Qs. Don't be forced in pressure. That's what they're trying to do here, Vic. Hold steady and strong as Sentinels has continued to do. Now favor on their side.
I'm probably going to try to go live
Push
around
forward, Kuro with
10:30
follow,
or
but
something because
Mask
chat
finds
said
one,
it starts
shields up,
at
able to pop
11.
it in time. Here comes the dance of the butterfly shortly. User looking for their opportunity.
gonna try to get as much sleep as I can.
Opens up, gets two. Are you kidding me?
The invisible boundary goes down though, but they keep Raimazing and Dogman alive for now. But Dogman taking a lot of pressure.
cat by
Overtime
Crimzo.
activated. Korova has a Rage and Royal Flush. Has to get ready, set, go. That's 2 outs from Yeah, We Lost. And while unfortunately for Jitward, he can't get anything done with that ultimate. Sentinels in the nick of time.
Wow, I
clear
thought-
off this point and get that first
Wow.
checkpoint.
I mean, I would say I'm surprised, Vic, but we continue to see this, right? They just continue to find a will.
That was a
in
good
way
hold.
that
I don't
would
know
be one
what
of the
Yeah We
best
Lost was doing or what their
defensive
shot
stops
was,
we've seen
but
from Yeah
it
We
was
Lost, who
working.
pulled out all the cards, put out some pocket aces too with the Rogue Protect. But right now, Sentinel staying strong. 2 minutes, 9 seconds, not a lot of time. Look at the double dive, the coordinated, and Kendrick has not been able to see a lick of New York.
Huge.
Oh, by perfection of the comms, and it only took the 2 duels.
They took him to the Bronx and they took his shoes while they were at it. Crimzo and Raimazing. Finding more back-to-back. I was going to say, Cozy, like, this is something that Yeah We Lost, I guess, had noted because I guess they weren't afraid of the Loki into the Gambit ultimate because then they really weren't able to kind of cycle that properly. This forces Flamme to go to the Invisible Woman, and now they've had so
I
much
really
more
like
success.
how these
Who's gonna
guys
get
are
jumped
hiding around the corner and then
it looks
jumping
like the
like
next
people in
victim
the
comes in. I
back
saw the ante. Xantho managing to
Yo,
stay
TGK,
alive.
why don't we do that, bro? You and me, like, stand in the back line, wait for
That's
people to
just the
pass,
way
and
that
then
they're
jump
able to
their
push
back
it where the
line.
map is right now, even with only 2 minutes to begin with, they're able to continue to surprise their opponents and have their advantage. And Raimazing does just that, erases Xantho out of here. Trades the strats, though. This is going to be a big point of survival. 6-0 down. Zatex, good pick there on the finish and the flush. Yusha going to trade. It's the Psylocke show. All the yokais going down, but the X-Men now pushing forward. Jetward finds more good separation between the team and their... Wow. How?
It's always going back and forth with these teams. This is insane. Jitward still fights Yusher after he was able to isolate the other side of the hallway with a bubble. It's so messy. It's literally there's spaghetti all over the floor. It's a mess.
Yeah, it's just been
Spaghetti
a
all
trade
over
show
the
here.
floor. It's a mess.
As now looking at what they have, look at Sentinel's ult lines coming up. But the Raging Royal, if you're keeping track, there it is. Perfect. Go ahead. Go full max right now. Push it forward. Leave no survivors as Flamme throws up the defensive line. And how? Crimzo finds it through. How? The Rogue threw it all? Here comes Zatex.
Yeah,
with
I don't
the
understand how the
dance
Rogue die went.
execution.
Wow.
Xantho trades. Zatex finds the other.
And being able to find these two, though, still set up the number advantage because they got rid of the Gambit and the Rage and Royal Flush. Meanwhile, Flamme is about to get staggered. That's going to be big. And with 5 seconds on the clock, nobody going over to the... actually, Raimazing did go over to the Doctor Strange. Can the portal come out on time? Oh, big 2 pickoffs here. Yusher somehow is still alive. He gets a health pack, just barely. Literally a pixel of health. Portal for portal here. And while they're taking everything, Suga, can she still feel Korova here? And Xantho doesn't have the Rage and Royal Flush. The sustain was slightly
that?
there. They did lose
I heard someone
out
else's
on their
voice
ban,
say
but
Raimazing.
is stuck on this Doctor Strange after utilizing the portal, and Jitward clears out the point.
Both of these teams look like they're winning, and then they end up losing, and it's crazy.
Which one will hold on in this overtime?
Wow,
It is
great
now we
defense,
lost,
man. Great defense.
locking in
Great
the
defense.
gamer hours as we head into Sunday morning here.
Chat.
The same day that they'll be playing
Chat.
Vicky for the grand
A few more
finals.
minutes. A
Are
few
you
more
kidding me?
minutes. We
But I
will
say
figure out
Sentinels
who
made
the
most of that
winner
2 minutes.
and
But
loser
man,
is.
so close.
I just like the script that they have. Like, the fact that they forced Sentinels off the Loki Gambit.
A
Like, I'll be
few
honest
more
with you,
minutes,
Cozy, this is
and we will
another
know
highlight for
who
everybody
the
watching
victor.
right now. When you see these teams go for the Ditto matchup, Gambit v Gambit or Elsa v Elsa, it really does trickle down to
Yes.
who could utilize
Often,
this
yes.
comp better, who survives longer, who gets more done with these ultimates. And you have a Loki
Wait,
available,
Jitward and
you
Rymazing
can't
have
take
beef?
advantage
This is
of that when
personal?
it
Do
looks
they
super
actually?
rough.
What's the
At the
beef?
very
Tell
beginning
me.
there, rotating through this Raging
Do they
Royal Flush
both
is
say
usually, as we
you're
call it, is
dumb
the
to
win
each
button,
other?
but that wasn't the case for Sentinels. Meanwhile, yeah, we lost rocking the White Fox, which, by
What's
the way,
up,
Kendrick
Doc-
didn't get to
Doc
play
Oz?
for like 3 fights. But even then, Jitward was just playing a whole different game. But Xantho did stay alive a lot. Obviously, Gambit having a much easier time when Kendrick was forced to use these teleports already with that cooldown. But it's enough for Xantho to hold it down for the rest of Yeah, we lost, and Jitward to just go crazy.
Zatex is so wild too. And just
Yeah.
absolutely such a crazy duelist, time and time again. The doors open, folks, and we will find out our finish here in the lower semis. Sentinels locking in defensively. Going to be Crimzo and Dogman, the vanguards that got them to this point so far. Ro going in on the pressure immediately. Going to find a quick fate, but does get out of there. Cart finds Yusha, though, immediately. The picks are coming. Yeah, we lost. Are going to be able to get plenty of this space, and it's Mass.
Oh
the
my
protection, the
God.
pocket aces they had in the surprise.
Yeah,
the
what's
pick ban
the
phase
drama?
that enabled the push.
Rymazing is Dongman's wife's boyfriend.
No, Thor, not
That's the
necessary.
what?
Flame's
That's
looking
what?
at Mask with fear. Not gonna want to have the fight with the wife in this setting right now when your tournament lives are on the line. This also means, of course, we will not be going over to a draw. It will be ending here. Depends if Sentinels could hold off. Yeah, we lost, but I like the way that they're playing this right now with Cart just diving in here on the Venom. Crimzo also just trying to get some follow-ups. The Zatex on this Psylocke has just been a force to reckon with.
Yeah, just such an aggressive team, and naturally on the offense, they're looking.
I can't wait to see this last
Get those
interview of the
quick hits on the
day.
back
I've been
line.
waiting for this
Looking
interview
for
all
more
day. Thank you for
Zatex
doing
to
this
just
watch
continue
party.
to
That's
hit these
awesome, bro.
perfect
You might have to go to the
shots
main
back-to-back.
broadcast for
Just
that, bro.
fine.
I ain't
Crimzo
doing
gonna
that.
rotate back with a quick dash. And here comes Jitward now, once again with the Jitward is Deadpool himself. It's a ranked game hours. The only thing he won't be able to do tonight is play, unless I guess he's not prepping for the grand finals. But they get that first point, 5 minutes on the clock, 3 more than Sentinels, Vic.
And they're looking at speed run right now, Cozy. They have 4 minutes and less than 55 seconds on the clock. That's a whole lot of time to force out more.
That
of
is a
these
whole lot of
ultimates and
time.
rotate through another set of their own. Dogman now holding the fort, trying to get onto the high ground, find the isolation, but they have to find the isolation on Xanthos as a priority. He's got the Rage and Royal Flush and the survivability together with Kendrick.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I mean,
wrong
right
Gambit.
now, it is just, yeah, we lost. Looking for.
I
win
think
to
Sentinels
continue
is
on this
they're going to
journey. They
sleep,
cannot
chat.
be stopped.
Sentinels
They
are
don't
going to
have
sleep
much
right
more
now.
to go. Jitward farming now other
It
Deadpools
looks
in
like this is gonna be the
multiversal
end.
clash. Vicky,
Sentinels
look
are
at what they
sleeping.
have available. The entire Infinity War, the entire Marvel roster coming at Sentinels to hold the line with 4 minutes left. This is looking grim.
Oh, Carol,
Got the
you
whole
are
bank,
a
and this
trooper if
will
you've been
take
here
it
since the
and
beginning
they
of the
have
stream. That's
every
insane.
Answer to Flamme at least has a Rage and Royal Flush, but look at the way that they're trying to overextend here. They're trying to buy even more time and space. And Sentinels, with really Flamme, has a Rage and Royal Flush, but he activates it. Can they find the isolation? They're just trying to jump over on top of his head. Flamme gets a clapback, finds Zatex. Usher is enabled. He jumps up to the high ground together with the Rage and Royal Flush, and he
Hey, nice
clears
hold
off
though. They
the
finally
choke
got to
that
stop,
Yawi
but
Lost was holding.
Yeah, we lost has a
Lost
lot of
literally
time
just
in their
scared them
bank. They've
and
been
didn't
pushing,
do
bro.
anything.
They've been
Didn't expend anything, but I
pushing.
think Sentinels hung on to a good amount. But yeah, I mean, with
Actually,
Xantho,
you know what?
one
I'm going to
Raging
stand for the
Royal,
last few
like
minutes
Kurova
so I
can
can
throw up
like.
that boundary all you want to, but not going to be able to protect you from what we've seen so far. Because all they've got to do is combine 2 of these here. Cart with the lead on it. We'll see if Cart even dies. See how Kurova's invisible? Because he knows that if he is exposed at any bit, it's going to be Cart on him to force the cooldowns. It is now quickly Dogman, though, with a pick on the mask that opens up everything for them. Damage in. Zatex. Xantho find 2.
Oh, this might be GG's,
He
chat. This might be
knows, and
GG's,
just like
actually.
that, Jitward slashes, dashes, time ticking. Strange swap not available. This is it. Sentinels gotta lock in, but good sustain and push and finish. Look at once again.
Oh, I
it's
can see
Dogman
that he's
keeping
tired,
the
bro. I
point
can see that he's
still.
tired.
He can't do more. Ayúdame!
way.
Ayúdame! The devil for
How is he
Deadpool.
alive?
Finally,
How
the
are
fact
they
that he's
alive?
still up is actually insane. Triple strat. Now
How are they
rolling up for Sentinels.
alive?
The freedom charge.
Oh my God.
Huge ante, by the way. Onto 4. That causes the demise onto Amazing. He will not have the sustainability with the Camille Unleash.
GG's, chat.
It's gonna be a
GG's.
3 wipe here as time is ticking. Dogman can only stall so long. Down
GG's.
falls the vets. The rookies here in the pro scene push it through. Claim.
They
map
actually did
number
it, bro.
5 and find
They
their
actually
rematch
did
with
it.
Liquid Citadel. Yeah, we lost. The name means nothing. They won.
They
will
actually
move on.
did it, bro. Bang. I don't even know what team I wanted to
The
win
fact
before,
that,
but
yeah, we lost.
Yo.
Saw that first game from Sentinels after Sentinels
absolutely
took it over
insane.
and
Chat.
reversed the situation into game 4 and 5. I mean, if anything, Cozy, something
Chat.
to highlight from a team that came out of the MRC. Yes. a lot of
Listen,
these players
I
have
love
had
you guys.
experience of their own. They grind ladder.
I will be seeing you guys tomorrow.
They may not have all the
The
screws in their
casters,
pocket because
casters did a great job. Chat, I appreciate everyone who's awake right now in the stream watching the watch party. You guys are absolutely insane. YouTube chat, you guys are absolutely crazy. Twitch chat, you guys are massive as well. I love you guys. Really, I mean it on the bottom of my heart, chat. You guys make the watch party a lot of fun. You guys make it a lot of fun. But I will be seeing you guys all tomorrow. We are going to be watching very early. But I love you guys. Appreciate you all. 18 hours and a 20-minute stream. See you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys for sticking with me. And if you guys are sticking with me throughout the whole night and early into the AM, appreciate you guys staying, man. Love you guys. Means a lot. Best watch party. I love you guys. See you all tomorrow, okay, guys? Bright and early. I'm going to bed for 6 hours, and I'm seeing you guys bright and early.